One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Five, four, three, two, one.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever time it is in your location. Still the same. Greetings from me. How everybody is feeling today? Thank you so much for stopping by. You guys are absolutely legends. Thank you so much for helping. You give me some feedbacks if you can hear me and you can see me before we start. The link is always there on top of the chat, pinned, so you can click right now and call us. Because remember, the show is not for me, the show is for the people. So the more people call, the more we continue the show. All right? Give me some feedbacks if you can see me and you can hear me. And yeah, everything's working good. Let me pin that link again so you can see. Okay, cool. So the link, I'm gonna pin the link again. As you can tell, the link is pinned there on top. So you click and you call us. I hope everybody is doing good and you can hear me. So let me say hi to some of my friends already here in the building. Let's go, Mr. Diabo Cisse. Alun Diabo Cisse. Looks like from West Africa somewhere, Senegal. Cisse, Mali, that region. How are you doing, Mr. Moises? Nice to see you. We have Mr. Machoka. No Enzo, no coffee. What do you mean by that? Charles, we have agreed deal with Lyon. That's what I heard. We're gonna see together. We're gonna discover together what's going on here. According to some report, it looks like Chelsea agreed, but they're gonna loan him back to Lyon, and he's gonna finish the season over there. That is according to some sources in France and also this one. Okay, so according to Fabrizio Romano, as you can tell here, Chelsea are closing in on Malo Gusto, deal with Olympique Lyon, deal now at the final stages. He will stay at Lyon until the end of the season. Chelsea wanted him now, but for Olympique Lyon, only way was summer move, as called by blah, 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 blah. So yeah, we're going to close the deal, sign paperwork and all that, and leave him until the end of the season, the way we did with Christian Pulisic and other players in the past that Chelsea went and did the same kind of deals. So people, give me some feedbacks, because sometimes I'll be talking to myself and nobody can hear me or see me or something, because I can't tell anything from here, my side. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely legends. So yeah, Chelsea and Lyon are going to conclude this deal. I wanted to see him now to compete with Reece James, but I'm happy that we secured a very good right back for next season. So yeah, because in summer we might have a lot of competition from Real Madrid and teams like that. So it's a very good deal in my opinion. Let me know what you think, my friends. Let me know what you think about this deal here. So, hey, my brother, Mr. FK, live from Texas, man. You just disappeared. Not even say anything to me. Nothing. What's going on with you, bro? What's going on? I'm gonna fine you. You owe me $5 now because you disappeared like for 1 year. What's going on? Okay, let's say Mr. Vivian from Trinidad and Tobago, my own brother, in the building. And he said, evening, bro. Yeah, evening. Thank you so much for stopping by. Mr. Lucky said that hello. And we have Chelsea OG, my own brother from the Kingdom of Morocco. Oh man, I am kind of jealous of you now that you can be there and enjoying the beach, enjoying the warm weather when I'm suffering with cold. Today is kind of good here, so kind of not too cold, not too hot, and the house is in a good temperature. So Mr. Emeka said that we need Enzo most. Okay, all right. We need Enzo. How are you doing, Mr. Moses? I already answered to that question. Anyways, this is the link here for everybody to call and come comment and tell us what do you think about this deal here from Chelsea with Olympique Lyon. And we're going to leave him over there. So are we going to need somebody temporarily to help Rich James? Or we have to start thinking outside the box? You know what I mean? Bring somebody from the academy or place somebody out of position and see how it goes. Remember, Aspilicueta was our left back for more than 3 years, under almost 2 years, 3, under Jose Mourinho, and he did pretty good from that side. So probably Mr. Grandpa need to think outside the box instead of complaining about not having somebody to play from that position. Maybe you have to create something out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Mr. Long Name, my brother from Utah. You don't have to introduce yourself. I always know you. You are the longest name that I have here, and it's impossible for a human being really to pronounce your name. And I told you the story behind my friend Zima Roland. So I don't want to call you Zima because it's so emotional. So I'm going to call you Mr. Long Name. Mr. NN. Double N is in the building. Nice to see you. Oh my goodness me. People, start calling right now and let's have a conversation, okay? This is getting crazy. Chelsea are closing on this deal here. It's going to happen very soon. Nobody is giving me any kind of feedback since I asked you guys to tell me if you can hear me and you can see me. Looks like nobody want to say anything. What's going on? Why are you so quiet today, huh? No coffee? I just finished work right now. Like, the traffic is just crazy outside. And I'm so tired and hungry, but I scheduled this show already, so I had just to make some coffee. I had to drive actually back to the gas station to get some coffee because I don't have coffee. I just realized that I don't have coffee at home. So yeah, gas station coffee is not like my original coffee, you know. When I make my coffee, it's just like awesome. But anyways, hope you can see me and you can hear me. And today we're gonna discuss football, also watching together the game between Manchester City and Arsenal. So feel free to come here, be my pundit for the day, comment the game with me, and all the good stuff, right? Good. Yeah, so this is exciting for Chelsea Football Club. We wanna beat the financial fair play before it starts applying next summer. We're gonna sign already 10 players on 8 years contract. So Todd Bowley is doing his thing. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay. Good. Yeah, it's not like my original coffee at home, but gas station coffee, man. It is what it is. I need some coffee because otherwise I'll be sleeping here and you will be like, oh man, are you sleeping? Yes, because I'm tired from work. So tired. All right, let's do this. Okay, the link been provided there, my friends, if you want to call us. So while I'm trying to settle the show and see what is happening. Thank you so much for stopping by. More than 70 people are watching right now. If you can help your brother get 100 likes as soon as we can. I will appreciate that. Thank you so much. The more you like, the more people will join the show, and the more we're gonna have good time together here. We are family here, right? Thank you so much. Let me do some sharing very quickly here. Okay, and say all right, so doing some sharing just to try to promote the show. So if you see me a little bit quiet, just trying to promote the show a little bit. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely legend. Let's do this live. So how everybody is feeling about the transfer window? Chelsea winning from, all over the world. This time is Chelsea, right? Chelsea. Okay. Malo Gusto. What a player, man. What a player. Malo Gusto to Chelsea Football Club. People can join us here. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have my first person calling. Thank you so much. Give me a couple more minutes. I'm fixing something on the screen that you cannot see from your side. So give me a couple minutes and I will take you. Thank you so much for understanding. Let's say. No. All right. I think I'm done. And I have money. This guy took it seriously. He took my listen, brother, this is your own house. This is your own house.
Yes.
Yes, sir. What do you have to say, Mr. Chisom? Okay.
Yeah, my brother from Oats from US. How are you?
I am doing great. It's been so cold here, but now we cool, bro. We are good. No problem. How about you and your family, brother? Good?
We are good. We are doing good. We are over in UAE here. We are doing good. I just followed your link so I can try and call you.
No problem, my friend. Anytime you want to call us, it's free of charge. And this is your home. What do you have to say, my brother?
What I have to say is about Enzo Fernandez.
Okay, Enzo Fernandez. We have to sign him. That is you want us to go for him?
Yeah. Instead to sign the Moises Caicedo, let's go for Enzo.
Okay, I will come back to you. Let me say thank you to my brother here, Mr. FK from Texas, the big state. And thank you for your donation, my friends. And you helped me now to get my coffee and donut ready. Thank you so much for the money. Much appreciated. But hey, I wasn't serious when I told you that you have to pay me for disappearing in the channel. I was joking. Here we have good time, right? Thank you so much for the money. The donation always help the channel. Much appreciated, my friends. Thank you so much. All right, you can go on, Mr. Chisom. Mr. Chisom, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go. You bring your whatever topic you wanna discuss. Let's go.
Okay.
So what do you think, Chelsea? Oh, he's gone. He's gone. So for people who just join us, Fabrizio Romano just confirmed something that's been here for almost 2 hours. It came back from France. I saw the news, but just because those people are not like known as Fabrizio Romano, so you have to wait until Fabrizio like confirm So he said that Chelsea are closing in on Malo Gusto deal with Olympique Lyon. Deal now at final stages. He will stay at Olympique Lyon until the end of the season. Chelsea wanted him now, but for Lyon, only way was summer move, as called by Mr. Fabrice, whatever. Final details, then here we go very soon. So stay tuned, because today is another here we go for Chelsea. Unfortunately, he need to stay there in Lyon and wait until next season, summer. Mr. Gabriel. Oh, not Gabriel. Jibril Keita. Sound French. Hi. Been missing your live program. Yeah, you have to put your notification on, my friends. We are live almost every single day. And we have another channel called Soccer IQ. We are trying to push that channel a little bit. The link is going to be in the description down below somewhere. You can just click on the link and subscribe, because we're going to transition from this channel to Soccer IQ in the coming weeks or month or whatever. We are transitioning slowly and surely, so we can have live streams only in one channel and other videos, different kind of videos in another channel. Mr. Martina Johnson, hello, nice to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Mohammed, hello, bro. You are feeding us a good information, so that's why we are silent. Oh no, you don't have to be silent. This is your show. You have to be loud. You have to be loud. Mr. Mount out his fraud. That is the nickname from this guy here. Now sell Mount and get Enzo. All right. I will make sure that I call Todd Bowley. You see these sunglasses here? They are from Todd Bowley. So I'm gonna call him and let him know that Mr. Mount out his fraud. Say that he need to sell Mason Mount and then buy Enzo Fernandez. All right. I'm gonna just I'm gonna just call the boss and tell him about your complaint, Mason Mount. Again, Mr. It's impossible for me to pronounce your last name. FK Ulua. Your name is like Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham got like a complicated name, bro. Like you have to go to college to learn how to pronounce his name. It's so long. Fikayo Tomori also. Oh my goodness, what a long name. So again, thank you for the donation. Nice to see you here. And we're gonna read a few more comments here before we'll jump and see the lineup for Manchester City against Arsenal. Get in the poll and let us know who's gonna win the game. If you're gonna watch, I'll be watching, but at the same time talking to you. Mr. Lesford say that happy with the transfer, but would have loved him to come soon. But it is what it is. Sell Mason Mount. Yeah, we heard it already. Steven said that I can see you and hear you. All right. That's what I wanted. You can call me Neo. Call me Neo. John say hello. Hello, John. Nice to see you. All right, people. So let's double check on the FA Cup thing, huh? I don't know. My microphone can't really stay in one place. So let's see what is going on here. So probably let's go to yeah, Enzo Fernandez is trending. Manchester City, because some people came here for the game, so we have to double check on the starting 11 for both teams. As you can tell here, the lineup for Manchester City. Ortega is in goal. Lewis, Stones, Akanji, Ake, Rodrigo or Rodri, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Mahrez, Grealish, and Erling Haaland. So they are taking this game seriously. They don't want to get punched in the face. So they're going to take this game seriously because they have their best 11 here for Manchester City. Wait. So Manchester City, as you can tell, there is so if we, let me repeat myself. Ortega in goal, Lois, John Stones, Manuel Akanji, Ake, Rodrigo, Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, Ryan Mahrez, Grealish, and Erling Haaland. That's the starting 11 for round 4, right? Yeah, it's round 4 of the FA Cup between Manchester City and Arsenal. So let's go and search where Arsenal are. Arsenal. Let's go and check on Arsenal. Arsenal. All right, so Arsenal here. Look at that. Matuna, my own brother, Tomiyasu is in the building. Holding, Gabriel, Tierney, Zaka, Partey, Vieira, Trossard, Saka, and Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah. The boy is on fire at the moment. So, yeah. So let's see if the student is gonna beat the master. So the master is Pep Guardiola and Arteta is the student. So let's wait and see what's gonna happen. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, get into the comment section and ask questions or call us. Let us know what you think. Mr. Machoka said that this summer we can use Santos Casadei as we wait for the next window. That is a good point, but will Graham Potter do it? I don't know. I think he's going to trust always the old guard of Jorginho, Kovacic, and people like that. But sometimes when you are building, you have to try different things. I think we have solutions somewhere in the midfield, even if we don't buy anybody. But our manager is not... he needs to show us his coaching and his creativity somewhere, because you can't always complain about, we don't have that. When Reece James is injured and we are done. No, you can create some solutions. I still remember back in the Jose Mourinho era where David Luiz was brought in the midfield, for example, and he was awesome, amazing. Azpilicueta was left wing back or left back because Ashley Cole was slowing down and he was becoming just like average, and Azpilicueta took his place. We have to come up with some ideas. We have to create something out of the blue. We know that we don't have enough energy, for example, from the midfield, and Kovacic injured, Kante injured, but you can also come up with some masterclass, okay? Try somebody like Trevor Chalobah, who played his entire career in the midfield, by the way, and he can't cross the ball, okay? So you play him from the right-hand side. He's very limited. Defensively, you're going to get something, but when it comes to crossing, poor. But when you put him from the midfield, he got a powerful shot on him. His defensive skill is on point. And you might just get something out of him. But our managers in the last few years, they are not creative. It's always, If somebody is not there and we start crying and the team collapse, create something, do something different. Happy weekend to you too, Mr. John. Hey bro, how are you doing? Good. Abel. Okay, I like you. Thank you so much, Mr. John. Thank you so much. We like people here. This is the channel for the people. If you want to call us, you can just click on the link there on top. It's pinned somewhere. And you can call us. Get also in the poll. Let us know who's going to win this game between Manchester City and Arsenal today. The game is about, there's still 35 minutes to go. So long time to go until the kickoff. But as you all know, we're not going to focus on watching the game or commenting like journalists. We are going to continue talking football while watching the game together. Watch along. So, let's go back and check on Fabrizio Romano if there are some added information here. So everybody knows about this one already. Exclusive from Fabrizio Romano, that was like 5 hours ago. He said that Arsenal have submitted 60 million bids to sign Moises Caicedo as new midfielder. Chelsea had 55 million verbal proposal rejected this January, and Brighton hope to keep the player. But Arsenal are now pushing. Oh my goodness. Negotiations enter into key stages for Caicedo's future. So keep your eye open on this one. I don't think Chelsea are going to just let them do it. I think the last minute, if they agree some kind of fee between Arsenal and Brighton, Chelsea are going to jump into the opportunity. Bam, hijack this deal. But just don't overpay. If the money is right, okay? 60 million, 65 even, 70 plus add-ons, of course. Yeah, that is still acceptable. But when you tell me that Caicedo is 100 million, my friend, no, that is not for me. I would like to have him. I would like to punch Arsenal again in the face and then get somebody, hijack somebody from them. But money, man, money. With that kind of money, you can find somebody somewhere that can just do a job, you know. Yeah. Our scouting department just need to do their job, just the way they did for Noni Mudryk. We didn't know him. All of a sudden, bam, you know. So we have to start thinking outside the box. Sometimes you have to learn how to walk. It's a feel-good factor that you just took a player from Arsenal or Tottenham. It feels good, but at the end of the day, you might just end up by very expensive players that, you know, probably you don't need, and you have other solutions. So you have to learn how to walk from a deal sometime. Mr. Viral Funny Clips, how do you feel about Gusto transfer? I feel good. I feel good about it. I'm not happy that he's going to stay in Lyon and wait until next season. But that's the best we can do at the moment. Otherwise, we're not going to get him. And he's so good in the level of Real Madrid also, where, you know, monitoring the situation. So imagine if we don't pay the money now. Next summer, it's going to be so many people pushing, and we might overpay and probably miss out on a very good player. So yeah, we got him right now, loan him back to Lyon. We're gonna have some transfer, you know, some loan fee here. That's the way it is. So yeah, it's all good. So now, fingers crossed, let's hope that Reece James doesn't get injured for the remaining of the season. If he got injured, we have to come up with some kind of solutions instead of every time that brother is injured, we are in trouble. Why is that? Why Chelsea managers, coaches don't find a solution? Because we are kind of one-dimensional, you know. Chile is out, Kante is out, Reece James is out, we are stuck. No, we are Chelsea. We need to find other ways, other systems to win games. And not only with Chile and Reece James. But overall, I am very happy about the deal. Mr. Media Urimbu Media, I'm going to call you Mr. Media. How to join the live stream? Very simple. Look at the comment section. You see that comment section? You're going to see something in yellow just pinned on top there. And you will see said, call here. All right? You click that link here, the link that you see right now. You click it, it's going to tell you what step to take in order to join us. Simple as that. All you need is internet connection. That's it. Internet connection. You click on that link and I'm going to put you through here live. No problem at all. Thank you so much. Over 70 people right now. If you can help your brother get 100 likes in this show, I will much appreciate it. You know, the more you like, the more people will join the show. Thank you so much, my friends. Let me drink some coffee. You know, I have to drive back again and get some coffee in the gas station. I need some coffee, otherwise I'll be sleeping here. Okay. Good. So I hope you know how to join us now. And you can join us. And we're going to put you through. All right. So likes, we are getting closer to 50. If we can get to 60 and then 70 and 80 and then we can go until 100. God bless you. Thank you so much. So Moises, Caicedo, like I said, Arsenal are pushing. They gave 60, Chelsea gave 55. Now negotiations between Caicedo camp and Brighton to let him go is happening right now. The boy want to move. The boy want to really go because it's going to be a lot of money to miss out on. But let's wait to see what team Mr. Caicedo is going to sign. I would like it to be at Chelsea, but not at any cost. If I wanna, now that Malo Gusto deal is completely done, if I need somebody, you know, like bring Enzo Fernandez or something, that's it, and we should be fine. Or just leave it there. Give a chance to Andrew Santos. Andrew Santos is a very good player. Caicedo also is in the midfield. He can do something. Lewis Hall is a midfielder. Reece James is a midfielder. Trevor Chalobah is a midfielder. We are lucky that we have so many versatile players at Chelsea Football Club. So we just need to think outside the box. Mr. Pora need to think outside the box, because doing the same thing in the name of we don't have players doesn't make any sense to me, because we have players that can do better than what we got right now. Elfez, say that Jorginho out. Okay. That is your opinion. So let's read some breaking news here. And Fabrizio Romano talked here about Chelsea planned to get 2 signings done for the season 2023-2024. Christopher Nkunku already sealed and signed for more than 60 million from RB Leipzig. Malo Gusto deal at final stage with Olympique Lyon for more than 30 million fee. Okay, so what do you mean by that? Let me read it again. Chelsea plan to get 2 signings done for the season. So is that means that we still need 2 more players in this window or what? Because he's talking about 2023, 2024, and we still have another window that's coming. So I don't know. I don't know if he's talking about this window or for that season in general. We're going to need 2 more signings. I don't know. We have to wait and see what's going to happen. And also, we need to sell. Bruce.
Yeah. Good evening, bro.
Yes, sir. What do you have to say?
Yeah. Oh, I was watching along, but I got when you said you love the deal for Malo Gusto, and this is exactly what I told Chelsea to do. I was just saying it on my own. They should do this for Haaland when the time of Haaland, when we were fighting for Haaland. Do this. Don't buy Lukaku. Don't sign any other striker. Just get Haaland for the price Dortmund wanted and keep him at Dortmund. Because the price was too much. Keep him at Dortmund for another for the season to complete. Then somehow we take him, but they did not do the same thing. So I just like the way the club is moving right now, because at least they are
we're not messing around, right? We are just getting our deals done. We go to the market, we target somebody, and then we get it done. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, not only getting the deals done, they are getting the first or second choice. No, nothing like third choice.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I like about it. So it's either you get Enzo Fernandez or you get Caicedo. No other deal. That's it all. If possible, you get it too.
Yeah, I agree.
Another impression I want to correct: this people saying Mr. Mount out. You complain you don't have academy player. You see academy player at least trying, even if he's not good enough, but he's trying. You give him a chance. Now you're saying Mr. Mount out. Mr. Mount will go out tomorrow and become another De Bruyne. You will shout it. They let Mr. Mount out. This is another problem with them.
Yeah, we have people who are not patient in the community and who don't use context, because you can find context about our poor form for the last few years, the systems, the lack of quality in general from the midfield, the lack of such and such, no supply. There are so many things that you can bring into the table, but that is not what we want to hear. We just want to hear in or out. He's a bowler or he's bad. It's always black or white. So life is not that way, okay?
Yeah.
I think there are so many factors that are not helping our players at the moment. And when we fix those issues, like in the midfield, they get the supply. We get a very solid defense at the moment with Badiashile is there killing it, and you will see, and he's providing also to our attackers. You will see all this narrative is going to change slowly and surely, but I don't really expect people to understand that, because that is not what this generation is all about. It's about you are perfect or you are not, or it's in or out. So
yeah, that's sure. Because Mr. Mount has been playing with low qualities around him, so he can't do
low quality. No clinical number 9. No supply from the midfield. The defense was struggling. You have to drop all the time.
Our wings,
different positions, playing as a winger, playing as a whatever position the manager wants him. So yeah, all that doesn't count. I know that, but very soon people will understand what I've been saying all this year. When we got somebody like Nkunku, and you have Joao Felix, and then you have Mudryk, and then you have this Gusto Malo, and you have in the midfield, let me just drop some names there just for the sake of the debate. You have Enzo Fernandez, and then you have Declan Rice, so Moises Caicedo, and in the defense you have Thiago Silva conducting and helping them grow, and Badiashile is there, and you have Fofana, and you see that there is no weaknesses. Like you see, like everybody there working very hard for yourself first, doing your job. So nobody have to babysit you. And then you are helping the entire team. When your brother is in trouble, you are there to help. That's what a team is about, and not about the entire team working to defend or protect somebody before even they move and do their own job. And you will see that even Mason Mount level is gonna increase because you have good players that demanding the level, demanding some kind of competition before you get into the team. So right now we know that Jorginho don't have competition, Kovacic don't have competition. We don't want to try different things. We are too stubborn and too scared of losing. But even if we don't want to lose, we lose anyways. So it's just still confusing, really, at Chelsea at the moment. So many things are wrong that makes certain players very bad. That's how I see it.
Yeah, a good example of Mason Mount is Rashford. Rashford was nobody before what is it called? Casemiro came.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rashford was
Casemiro.
nobody.
Yeah,
Casemiro,
that is a very good point.
Casemiro came and Rashford became Rashford.
Look at him. Yeah. Like even Manchester United fans, they wanted him out. Like he's not gonna get to another level. He's not gonna improve because online people, they love to be God. Like never. Like who are you? Are you gonna say never to some people's lives? Like you are nobody. Like, oh, never. You're not gonna improve. I don't know how they know it, but I'm not God to judge people. So I always believe that people can improve. A manager can make you average or make you world class. A system can make you world class or average. Sure. Another player that we just signed can make everybody look good and take the game to the next level. Those little things people don't understand, and there is no guarantee that somebody is coming and he's going to be very good and he's going to be perfect at Chelsea Football Club. We've seen over the years, we bought all kind of top class apparently, but they didn't perform at Chelsea Football Club. So there are so many aspects of the game that we online fans, we don't understand because it's always black or white.
Another situation is that I don't think number 9 is our problem. Remember, Manchester City won the league without a proper number 9.
But because they have other position covered,
they create chance every second.
For me, I respect your opinion, but I think we also need a proper killer in front because the few chances that we create, we miss them, So number 9 is always important in certain games. And, when you score goals, it gives the entire team confidence. So, yeah, I know what you mean, but you can't really compare Chelsea in this level with Manchester City, who've been together for 7 years, almost the same team. They're just making some quality addition here and there. Are you still working, brother? Don't get sacked because of me.
Yeah, I'm here. No, not working, just at home.
Yeah, so like I said, you don't want number 9, but at the moment, we really need number 9. A clinical number 9, really, in my opinion.
Yeah, anyway, that's is also okay. A clinical number 9, that should be... Well, we don't have that for now because we now have to learn.
Now we have to go with what we got. Broja is injured, and we don't even know if he's gonna come back ever again because ACL injury is not a small injury. So you might struggle with fitness for years. So I can hear a lot of echoes. Are you using the same computer with many windows open or something? I can hear echoes from your...
No.
I don't know what's going on, but like I said, we might need... I heard that Chelsea are monitoring the situation with Vlahovic.
That is exactly what I needed.
Vlahovic, and we don't...
Yeah, I'm about saying that before you just said. I love that man.
Okay. Do you think that Juventus are ready to sell? They just bought him
they have no option.
Not long ago.
Juventus have no option.
How do you know that? I mean, they have some financial problems at the moment, but
yes, that is why I said they have no option. They must sell.
Okay, Mr. Tanish, thank you so much for stopping by, my brother from Australia. Nice to see you here. You can jump when you have time, but you don't have to because I'm still here for a long time. So don't worry, don't rush. If you don't have time, I will see you tomorrow or another day or whatever. No problem, don't rush. Bobby Smokey is in the building.
Hey, Oaks.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I can't believe it. These days I'm connected now.
Yeah.
Have you heard the latest?
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for stopping by. What do you think about this deal of Mr. Gusto, Malo Gusto?
Malo Gusto, I think it's good. You know, I was in two minds. If they accepted what Leon wanted, which was to sell him, but have him on loan till the summer, it means they really have faith that he's really the right guy. And as such, I'm for it.
Yes.
Now, it will still leave us limping under that right back and hoping that Reece James is going to be okay for the season. Regardless of whatever happens with him, we must try and rotate him. But yeah, that's a good deal. And now what that means is more focus on this midfield issue, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah, tell me about it. Very interesting. What do you think about Moises Caicedo hijacked by Arsenal?
Well, he hasn't been hijacked, has he? You know,
yeah,
he
that
put
is just the buzzword that's going on social right now.
They said it's not for sales. 60 million, you know, full on. It's a lot of money. So either they're very serious that he's not for sale or they want more. Now, if Arsenal go back, I think they will probably go back with about, I don't know. They could increase the bid. I think, if I'm not sure, you know, I think, you know what, they were reluctant to go beyond 60 for Mudryk. Why would they do it for Caicedo? You know, who really isn't worth it. Well, neither.
Yeah,
of them
they have so many midfielders. You know, I don't know.
Well, this is another thing. This is another thing. Now, what the decision Chelsea have to make with that is, do Chelsea feel that they can come in and drop some money for him, which I would advise them to do, or do Chelsea have inside information that nothing but absolutely stupid money would get them to sell Caicedo this January? And, you know, to me, I think there has to be a limit.
Yeah.
If you drop 65 and then say, okay, you can do whatever, you know, up to 70 with add-ons, fine. If they're looking for more than 70 for Moises, walk away. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I agree with you.
The Enzo deal, I think it's now been complicated. It's been complicated not just by the fact that Benfica are insisting on the 127 million euros buyout clause, but now they've thrown in the tax issue.
Yeah,
which takes
tell me about it.
To about, you know, it takes everything up to about 166, 170 million euros.
That's too much, bro. That is Mbappe and Neymar's price right there.
Exactly. You know, if you're paying that sort of money, then you're paying primetime Messi, and he's not that. And Chelsea, there's just no way. I don't think anybody will pay that for Enzo.
No.
If you do, well, more fool you, really. So there's always a time where you just have to walk away.
Exactly.
And I think this, if it's true, and they're not prepared to negotiate down, then we just walk away, see whether they'll be a bit more reasonable.
I agree with you, Bobby. I agree with you. And listen, players always come every single season. You have surprises on the market. If we do our homework properly, we might find another gem somewhere that can do a great job. Like 3 or 2 months ago, nobody knew about this this Enzo Fernandez guy. But of course, we all knew about him only after the fact. After the World Cup, everybody pretend they knew him. Somebody even told me that he'd been watching River Plate. He'd been watching even Argentina league. I'm like, brother, come on, man. You just tell the truth. I never watched him. I just watched him once when they played against PSG, when he joined Benfica and they play in the Champions League, because I was doing the watch along, but I didn't really notice him because I didn't see it. And World Cup, that's why. So I'm not gonna pretend here and say I always knew him. And that tells you that every single transfer window, there are certain hidden gems there that we never heard of, and they might just come and do the job. So
we never heard of Andre Santos. We never
heard of
Fofana.
Yeah, even Noni Mudryk was just a player over there, PSV. But if you look closely, you see why Chelsea went for him.
Most of us didn't even know about Mudryk either.
Yeah.
So,
me too. I didn't even knew the guy actually. I watched him like 3 years ago on Instagram, social media. He was doing a lot of skills. And I thought back then that he was like a freestyle kind of artist. They are not like football players, but they can do all kind of tricks. Never even knew that he was like a football player in a good level. Look at him today at Chelsea Football Club. So we shouldn't really panicking all the time. If we miss out on one target, I think somebody else is going to show up at some point. So
I kind of like what the ownership is doing. Clearly, they know that Chelsea really need to address the midfield. They've more or less saved the best to the last, the midfield and a striker. And they have really taken their time to get it right. Now, if because they could still suddenly strike a deal with Brighton for Caicedo, which seems the more realistic between him and Enzo. Who knows? They might even strike something for Enzo. Who knows? But if we have to wait till the summer, or they might suddenly come up with someone else. There are midfielders out there.
Yeah.
There are Weston McKennie, although he's going to
lead United now. Yeah. And we have that Russian guy called Arsene Zakarian. He looks very good, but
Ismail Benassar.
Yeah.
There are people out there, but I think if we don't get a midfielder, which will be very disappointing, and also it will sort of miss the loophole that we're using for the FFP and long contract.
Yeah.
The scouts really have to get busy, and I'm sure they will. They will. Because we can't allow these people to hold us to ransom. I mean, come the summer, there will be Bellingham, Rice, all these people that everybody wants. And it will be nice to be able to say, okay, we've got some hidden guy that nobody ever thought of. But if not, we can go for it. I mean, Champions League, let's hope we qualify. But if not, it might be a little bit of an issue. But the Chelsea project is so solid that I don't think it would disturb the attraction of the club too much.
We already have some big names, somebody like Nkunku is already there. Malo Gusto is there. We have Mudryk and we have Joao Felix, who I heard, I don't know, I can't confirm it, but some kind of secret thing there that we can sign him on permanent. So we already have big names. So next summer, even if we don't qualify for the Champions League, we can still attract many people given the project that we have. And we go for the Premier League and we can win it, or I don't know if it's going to be Europa League or Conference League or whatever. And this season we can still win the Champions League. Why not? Hey, DJ.
Yeah, I mean,
big up, guys.
Big up.
Hey,
man.
DJ. Hey. I mean, I always say on platforms, I'll be very cautious about talking about winning the Premier League at the moment, but I always say on platforms, look, we have one objective left this season and 2 platforms with which to do it. We have to go all out. All out and believe. 1, top 4 is very difficult. We have to believe we can do that. And the Champions League, well, we just have to believe.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
True. DJ, what's going on, bro?
Oh, all good, bro. All good. Thanks for having me on your show as always. It's always good to be here chatting with everyone again. Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Can't complain.
Yeah, what is your opinion about the new guy?
Gusto.
Malo Gusto.
Very happy, mate. Very happy. I think out of all the options that we had for right back, I know people say this name just came up because of the other options we were looking at, but I think seeing him play, as I said, watching him play for Lyon, I think he's been excellent. I think he's been one of their better players, and I can see why they'll make it difficult for us to get him.
Sorry, DJ, I don't want to cut you. I just want to read something here. Fabrizio just tweeted, Malo Gusto to Chelsea, here we go. Medical tests have been scheduled tomorrow in order to seal the deal. He's joining in June 2023 alongside Nkunku. Olympique Lyon, OL, just mean Olympique Lyon, will receive 30 million plus add-ons and keep the player on loan. He's taking his private jet to London right now. So medical tomorrow, and you know that Fabrizio Romano got some kind of deals with Turkish Airways. So every time he said, "Here we go," he's gonna put them. People don't get it.
But how long the deal?
The deal, he didn't really say it, but I heard that it's gonna be 6.5 years, unless if we hear something else. But I'm not sure. That's what I heard. Fabrizio Romano is not saying anything here, so yeah. DJ, you can continue, and we can have your immediate reaction on this. And all that.
Very pleased. I think we needed someone to come in. Listen, people are saying, we wanted to get him in now because of Reece James's situation. For me, look, Reece James is coming back. I know, we got to be watch out. We got to watch him. I think now, because obviously we don't want him to get injured again. But if we are really short in that area at the moment, there's always another option. What we can do, Aspie, as we know, is getting on. Just bring Dujon Sterling back from loan. Get him in for a little while, at least until the end of the season. If we really need it, a right back cover, which is not a problem. He's still our player. And I don't see why we shan't go and recall him back. I think he could be a good option there.
Very good option. The problem I have with him is he's injury prone again. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the only thing of him. He is injury prone, but I think
they're gonna be switching the bed in the hospital.
Yeah.
When James is out, and then Dujon Sterling is in, and then that's a bad joke, but it is what it is.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But listen, I mean, if we need the options, it's there. I mean, look, you look at our other options. You can obviously play. You can play Chalobah there if you need to. If he needs to go in there, as well. So we're not really that bad. I'm just all I'm waiting for now, Augs, to be honest with you. Now I just want that injured players to come back. Graham Potter's now got these 2 weeks now. He's got rid of players of not playing football. Obviously, with the weekend commencing as well, we're not going to be playing any football. So he's had a good time now with these players to see what he can do with them. And I'm just all I want now is to see him come back.
No more excuses. I'm gonna increase my volume a little bit on him. If he doesn't come up with some solutions here, what will be the excuse of us losing games? You have your preseason, 2 weeks. Let's call it preseason. You have players coming back from injuries. So he needs just to show us some creativity, and something need to happen. I mean, we can't continue losing stupid games. Let's face it, man.
No, totally agree, Augs. But but like I said, I for one, in the very beginning, when Graham Potter came, I was a bit obviously skeptical with his appointment. But now I've seen the way things have gone with us of late, where I can see what we're trying to do now as a club. I can see the project that we're trying to build there. And I think what it is just we just need some patience. I think the fan base needs some patience. People saying you spent all that money, you should go and do, but I can understand that argument as well. For me, I think for me, we'll obviously have to try and continue to try and do as best as we can to go up the league. But I think now, for me, we should try and concentrate more on the Champions League for me and see if we can go and go and see if we can go out and go all out to win that if we can.
Yeah,
crazy as it may sound, I still believe in our team and I think we can do it.
We Chelsea fans, we are crazy, but nobody believed that we were going to win the first Champions League. We did, and even the second Champions League after sacking Lampard and all that. So yeah, we are crazy. We are Chelsea fans. We are crazy, and that's how we love it. In the middle of chaos, we always come up with something, and yeah, it's allowed to dream. So people, the game just started between Manchester City and Arsenal. This is the FA Cup fourth round. Chelsea are already out. And let's see between the student and the teacher who is going to win today. Mikel Arteta against Pep Guardiola. But I'm not going to focus on the game. We're just talking here and watching the game together. So if there is a goal or something, we can talk about it. But everything is on your screen right now. So yeah, DJ, Bobby, or Bruce, anybody that want to jump, any topic, anything, let's go.
Yeah, bro, I just want to say thank you, and thank you for giving me what I have to know. But right now, I want to go and see some.
Okay, thank you so much, my friend.
Let me watch Man City.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Come back anytime. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Mr. Bruce. Okay. All right.
One good thing is that the way we've targeted our buys, no panic buys. Well, so far, I hope we don't do that with midfield situation. But I don't think we will. I think something's cooking. Sometimes the silence, no news is good news.
Yeah, and that's true.
We're never too far detached from the targets that we're linked with, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, something might be cooking. Who knows? Probably Chelsea are gonna pay some money and wait and leave him on loan. Enzo Fernandez, leave him on loan at
loan, mate. Imagine forking out all that money, guys, and then loaning him back. I mean, I like Bobby's just alluded to, and as always, I agree with everything Bobby's just said. I mean, I think something's going on behind the scenes. I mean, if you look at the plays that have actually been mentioned, Augs and Bobby, in the window, you got Caicedo that's been mentioned. There's Nana at Everton that's been mentioned, and then you've got Enzo. Enzo's news is kind of like died down a little bit. Because obviously we knew this deal wasn't going to happen. Obviously we know Benfica are playing hardball. They're not gonna budge on what they're saying. But how do we know behind the scenes a deal's not being struck behind the scenes, and then come the end of the transfer window, it's all revealed. Big news, breaking news. And you see Enzo Fernandez holding up a Chelsea shirt. This is what I'm trying to say. Nothing will surprise me in this transfer window. This is why I said that I don't think we're done in this window. I really don't think we are. I think there's one more play. I think there's going to be one more play to come in. Obviously, Gusto's going back to Lyon after he signed his contract and done all the formalities that he needs to do. But I still think there's something cooking behind the scenes, and I think we'll see it all being revealed when the transfer before the window closes. Because I think what people have got to realise, and I think next season, I don't think you'll see Chelsea, or let's just say the summer. I don't think you'll see us going out and buying as much as we're buying now. And that's only because I think Todd Bowley and co and the next project now is the ground. I don't think this is why we're getting all these players in now, because maybe next summer we're not going to be spending as much money as we're doing now, because obviously he wants to start the redevelopment of Stamford Bridge. So So I think that could be another situation that could be happening in the background. I mean, Bobby, you probably would know this one because I mean I know you're in and around Stamford Bridge, bro. And I go and watch their games as well. But you probably would know in and out if there's anything ongoing because I understand we've bidded for some property that they've wanted to get Chelsea. I know Bowley's put a bid in for it. Whether we've won it or not, I don't know. Maybe Bobby might know a little bit more on it. I don't know.
Yeah, the land just after the burial ground where they had the old care homes. That's a very good annex. It will facilitate the expansion of a stadium, and I think it's a good move. Whether we get it or not, it depends. Since it's for sale, it's about who is ready to pay what really. One of the things we suffer with in London is these property developers. They always seem to get the lands like they did with Battersea and like they did with the Earl's Court. But you never know. I think this lot are a bit different in that they're not scared to spend the money to get what they want. So they will compete with anybody who's looking to go for that piece of land. So we have to just wait and see. Regardless, they will develop the stadium. I agree with you. I think that's why it's so important they get the midfield, at least one midfielder in this January, so that in the summer what they need is just one more and a forward. And they can, they have all this time to the summer to do that groundwork. After that, I think the new squad will be complete.
Another thing that they need to start like very early is just to apply for another permit. Remember, under Abramovic, to get the permit, it took us like 2-3 years to fight legal issues, animal rights, the bat right, whatever, the pigeon right, every kind of right wanted some money from us. And finally we got the permits, and then started, the legal stuff and no visa for Abramovic and all that. So we couldn't rebuild Stamford Bridge, but the permit is already, over. So we need to apply for a new one in order to. And
that won't change. There will always be somebody wanting your money, especially people in the surrounding areas. I remember Roman had to pay off a lot of the residents and things like that. I don't see that changing much. Once you get the permission from the council, that actually follows after the permit. You get the council permit, then you've got to get permission from all the other all and sundries around the stadium. I think they'll be slowly working on it now. They're a bigger team than Roman. These guys are not, they're not shrinking violets. There's a member of the board. What's his name? I don't know if DJ can remember his name. The guy that was with Tottenham. Well, that they claim as a Tottenham fan.
I forgot his name.
I know who you're talking about.
I mean, he's a member of the board, and this is his remit. So he's an expert in these sorts of things, and he's not going to be sitting at Chelsea twiddling his thumbs. He'll be working on things like this. So this is what's good, as with the members of the sporting directorship looking for a global influence. Any sort of global clubs they can get their hands into. There is an awful lot of work going on at Chelsea at the moment, and this is why I get upset when people over criticize the owners. There's some criticism that's coming at these owners which is just it's too much. What do you they've only been with us 7 months, and
they've done a lot.
Done a lot after a very difficult traumatic sale. The club was sanctioned not once but twice really. Roman was sanctioned twice, more or less, and you know, we never completed the sale until the transfer market had already started, and clubs had been working. We were not allowed to do anything, so clubs had been doing deals for months, 4 or 5 months before Chelsea even started. So I thought Todd Bowley did well. He knew he hadn't had his Christopher Vivels and all these people in place, so he had to do it himself, and he learned quickly. After a few little hiccups with Barcelona and the other more experienced heads, he learned how to get his targets, and I think that's what frustrated him with Thomas Tuchel, because he was hoping to get more help in terms of talking to players and from
convincing
Tuchel,
them to join and stuff like that.
And Tuchel felt that really wasn't his thing, so it wasn't a good relationship in that way. That was why they went their separate ways. And he said, okay, I made some mistakes in the summer, but you see, these people, to them, they just took it as collateral damage. And now they're doing the proper deals, which gives me confidence that they're financially sound. This is not an ownership that, I don't know, people get so worried, if we're going for this player, what if Real Madrid want them? What if Man City want them? These people have shown they can compete with anybody financially. The only thing that would be a rate limiting step would be the bargaining tool of having Champions League to offer, which we need to try and make sure we have over the summer. And of course FFP, because there's some new rules even beyond the 5-year rule. There's something like in the first year you can only spend 90% of your revenue, then that goes down to 75%, all these more stringent rules. And that's why they were going for such young players, because of these rules.
So talking about the Champions League, anybody can confirm that next season is going to be kind of a Super League that, we rejected the Super League, but it looks like the Champions League is going to have more teams, which could also help Chelsea to qualify, even if we don't qualify from the Premier League. There's going to be some kind of coefficient and kind of history in the Champions League to choose other teams that would join the traditional top 4, top 3, or top 2, depending on your country. So is anybody got some news about that? Because I still believe that if that applies next season, and then we don't have to worry about qualifying for top 4.
I've heard that. I don't know the details. Perhaps DJ knows more about that.
Hey DJ, are you still there? DJ?
Yeah, I'm still here, bro. I'm just hearing what you were just saying there. Yeah, I have heard something like that. I don't know the full ins and the outs of it as well. I need to do some more research on that. But I do know what you're talking about, and I will research that. That's something that's obviously
maybe
brought up in discussions.
next show, people, we're gonna bring it on the table and talk about it. So we might qualify next season even if we don't qualify through the Premier League, because it's gonna be more teams. It's gonna be kind of the Super League formula of new Champions League. They said it was going to start in 2024 season. So next season, we might find ourselves in the Champions League without qualifying. So who cares about top 4? Bring it on. Imagine how that is going to hurt many people. All right. So still 0-0 in this game here between City and Arsenal. Carabao Cup, not Carabao Cup. What are you talking about? FA Cup, 4th round. And Arteta knows Guardiola inside out, so let's wait and see if they can win. Good news for Chelsea fans. You can call it 50-50 good news, because Malo Gusto is a blue, according to Fabrizio Romano. It's a here we go. and he's gonna stay, unfortunately, on loan for until the end of the season and join us, just like Christopher Nkunku in June or July or whatever the preseason is gonna start. So make your reservation ready and come on tour, because I heard that Chelsea are gonna have some kind of tournament here in the US in summer. So you come here and let's have fun in the US. Man, I can't even imagine really how many bowlers we're gonna have next season. It's just scary even to think about it. Very, very technical players, Nkunku and Mudryk, and you have Noni Madueke, Joao Felix. So DJ, are we gonna keep Joao Felix over
Oh mate,
after the loan?
There is from what I've heard and what I've been hearing around, that there is a strong possibility that could happen. But I think again it's going to come down again to how much Atletico are going to want. Now, originally when this all came out, there was talk that Atletico Madrid were interested in two of our players, and that was Christian Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech. And that whether now this is what I'm trying to say, whether Hakim Ziyech, hopefully Hakim Ziyech doesn't go this January, because I think he's found his form again. I hate to see him leave now, but if there's a situation where he's still feeling a bit, he's feeling that he's not getting the minutes at Chelsea as he wants, and he may decide to move on from it. We may see that situation occur again with him and possibly Pulisic, because I understand they're the two players that Atletico Madrid are very much interested in. If we can do some kind of a deal and bring Joao Felix, because I think Joao Felix would love to sign for us. I think you can see he's playing. What I like about him now, he's playing football with a smile on his face again.
Yeah,
he wasn't doing that at
He's
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah,
because he's so
happy.
He is, mate. And because if you think about it, he's so for Atletico Madrid, the guy is not getting the chance to show his attack prowess when he wants to do that. And I think because he's one of them kind of players that needs to have that. He needs the players around him to do that. And if you think about the players that we've got, around him, we're talking about, Christopher Nkunku, who's going to be there next season. You're talking about Mudryk now, who's going to stop, obviously once he gets his full pre-season under Chelsea, I could see this guy being a baller for us, right through now until he finishes with Chelsea, or when his contract finishes with Mudryk. But I do believe there's an option for him to extend after his 7 years is up. So, I think this guy's going to ball for us as well. And can you just imagine next season, if we can get Joao Felix in on a permanent deal, that's going to be some scary attack next season for everyone else.
Scary.
And, I will also say, I'll also say another thing is I would still keep, I hope Kai Havertz and Mason Mount don't go anywhere either, because I think again, these are two players in our team that are struggling at the moment. I agree that they are, but the whole team is literally struggling at the moment, and I think next season these guys will come good next season. So I hope they stay. I'm just thinking all that attack for next season, mate. We're going to be some scary team next season, bro. Hopefully we'll get the Felix deal over the line. But my only other concern is there was talk that came out yesterday that Inter Milan may no longer want to keep Romelu Lukaku because there's talk they might be heading it. There's a talk that he's not done enough there and not played enough games for him to warrant a permanent position there, move to Inter. So that's my only thing next season. What's going to happen to him now? Whether Atletico Madrid may say, okay, give us Lukaku as well. We need to. It's going to be one of them situations. I mean, because obviously, let's be honest, Joao Felix is going to cost over 100 million next season either way. So, will these three players, will they cover that? I mean, whatever we're going to get. I mean, for Lukaku now, he's still I think he's still got 3 years left of his contract once he comes back to Chelsea. So he's still got selling value.
350 a week, man.
It is, mate.
That is a lot of money. So we might get that. I just don't believe that Lukaku is gonna accept, even for himself, right? For everything that he said, I don't think I still believe that he can offer something in the football side of story, when we fix everything and Joao Felix providing and Mikalo, Mudryk, and we're going to have many people putting crosses for him, he might score a lot of goals. But just because of that interview and because of what Chelsea fans felt, he said for himself, I don't really even think that he's going to accept to come back. But what could happen is Chelsea negotiate with him to terminate the contract. Pay him whatever, share the losses. You give him a certain amount of money and let him go on free. Just like Ozil and Aubameyang, they negotiated with Arsenal. If he's serious about his career, because you come to Chelsea and probably you're gonna stick with the academy. I mean, you're not playing football. So I don't know what's going to happen, but if he didn't make that interview and talk about Chelsea and praise Inter and all that, I was going to say, just give him another chance. Let's see what's going to happen. But just because he kind of burned all the bridges with fans, that is going to be always difficult for him. So, Bobby Smokey, what do you think about Romelu Lukaku? What we do with that brother?
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem, isn't it? I would not have him back, regardless. I mean, clearly for what he's done and for the influence I think he can bring to the dressing room in a negative way. But the fact that even in the field of play with these exciting players we have, he slows down and holds up play. And yes, as a striker, there's a certain amount of hold-up play that is required. But he will slow everything down and become more of a hindrance than a help. I don't think we need that kind of striker. We don't. We need a more fluid striker.
Yeah.
Detra Fofana, why not? A lot will tell from the pre-season, I believe, and indeed for what's left of the season, as to how useful he could be for us. But for Lukaku, that chapter's closed, and looking to reopen it now, I just don't think it's a healthy way forward at all.
Yeah, I agree. It's not gonna be really healthy. We're trying to build something on and off the pitch, so this might be very, very difficult. So people still 0-0 here between Manchester City and Arsenal, and it's 23 minutes in my location. And let's wait and see who is gonna win it at the end. I don't know if this is. I think it's one game. It's still fourth round, so I think it's gonna be just you lose, you are out. No two legs. I don't think so. And I don't know if it's going to be extra time or directly to penalties. I don't know. But looks like both teams really been observing each other. Nobody want to commit that much so far. But let's wait and see what's going to happen. All right, people. Let me double check if we have some other breaking news here. Anybody that want to jump, if you have something, it's okay. I'm just looking for something to say.
I was just going to ask you, Augs and Bobby, what are you guys? I mean, it's great news about Thiago Silva signing another year, isn't it? I don't know if you guys heard. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Are you happy he signed for another year?
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Just the sort of player we'll need. Mainly off the field for next season for me.
Yep.
But that influence, that class, that reassurance to the youngsters is
priceless.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have a lot of. Well, we'll certainly have some French-speaking and Portuguese-speaking players that he can really connect with.
Yeah. I agree with Bobby. I like it.
Yep.
I like the deal. He needs to be there. I would like even to give him a job after his career at Chelsea.
Yeah,
Make
100%.
him ambassador or some scouting in South America, something. Give him a job at Chelsea Football Club. What a signing. And he came to Chelsea on free, which is surprising, really.
That is one player that honestly I cannot have been more wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When we were going for him, oh boy!
Me too.
When I when I get something in mind,
Yeah.
I was. What are we doing with this old man? Why?
Yeah.
I wasn't convinced at all.
Me too, bro.
But
Me too.
he put on the blue shirt, and I thought, okay. Then he had that game against
West Brom. Everybody was there. I still remember people get on Frank Lampard. Oh my goodness. You just got a dead guy. He just came here to collect the last paycheck and all that.
Pension.
I still remember that. And why did you put him captain again? People brought all kind of theories on the table. Oh, the captain, he doesn't deserve to have that captain armband. And all of a sudden, look at him today.
He never looked back after that game.
No.
What a signing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mate.
What a player. What a professional. Absolutely, spotless. Fantastic.
Fantastic, really.
I have to say to you guys, I was on the other side of it. I was actually very happy when we signed him because I wanted this guy. I don't know if you guys can remember, but before he went to AC Milan, he was linked with Chelsea heavily as well. Then, and I thought we were going to get him, and but in the end, he said no. He wanted to go to AC Milan, and then obviously I've been following his career since then because I've always thought he's an excellent defender. And then obviously he went to PSG. Yeah. And I thought, okay, the Chelsea's chance of getting him now is probably second to none. But then, lo and behold, the biggest surprise of all happened in 2020. Obviously, he came in. Obviously, so 2021, he came in, and that was it. There was no going back from it all, mate. He had that one big mistake, I admit, in that thrashing we got from West Brom. But after that, I think he's been solid as anything, mate. And you look at the players that are learning off him and who are going to be great. I mean, Badiashile. I mean, this guy. I mean, I only watched him for 2 games so far, but I tell you what, this guy looks so solid at the back.
He's good,
and he's a left footer as well. I mean, you get that as well, mate. Yeah, and can you imagine this guy now at Chelsea for many years to come? Can you imagine this defensive duo is going to be, of him and Fofana at the back, and then you add Corville to that as well when he comes back from loan.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, we're going to have some sick defense, mate, going forward next season.
And that's why I trust. That's why I don't really regret too much when we don't sign our targets, because remember, we were going for Josko, and we even offered 90 million last summer. It didn't work out, and that's why I said every single window there is another guy that comes out of the blue and would do good. Look at Badiashile, 35 to 40 million, whatever price we pay, 35 million. And then look at him. I mean, I don't see anything special that can be different from Josko Gvardiol. So that's why even if we miss out on one target, I think our new scouting department, praise the Lord, because before that we had a scouting department that will scout for 3 years and decide to go for Sauni Gez at the end. But now we have people who actually doing and getting paid to do the job, and they earn really their money. They just find somebody cheap and then develop them. So I trust our scouting department at the moment with computer people, data people. I think we are in good hands at the moment. So, and me, the opposite of Thiago Silva was. Thiago Silva, I wasn't sure. I was like, because, I watch every single game of PSG. I do watch alongs and all that. So I heard probably I was corrupt by some other PSG fans channel criticizing Thiago Silva. He's done. He can't cope with big games. So I kind of got corrupt because I'm in the middle of the conversation like for years and years. And then he was always accused when like PSG got eliminated. Oh no, because of his leadership, he always back off and then allow the other team to attack and all kind of accusation. So kind of had a mindset already about Thiago Silva. And then joining Chelsea, I'm like, oh my goodness. I thought that this is going to end here. He's following me again at Chelsea Football Club. So I wasn't sure, like, this guy really, I don't want him at Chelsea Football Club. But as always, I always open my mind at the end. Like, I don't make decisions the end of the day. So anybody that will be there at Chelsea, I'm going to find a way to support you somehow. So I started supporting him. And a guy that I really wanted for the last 5-6 years, Koulibaly. I wanted him at any cost. And he came. That brother is like, we got somebody there that's, I don't know if all his best years are behind him, or I don't know if he needs a little bit of time to adapt. I just don't get it. It's just not doing it. Guys, what do you think about Koulibaly so far?
It's quite a mediocre output, isn't it? I mean, he's people say he needs time to adapt, well, possibly. But, how much more time for that level of player is disappointing. I think we got him 6 years too late. Yeah. Age is setting in. Not that he's lost his pace.
This is true.
Let Bobby finish.
But
let me finish.
His sense of anticipation.
Yeah.
Rash challenges. And that is a sign of struggling with the pace.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know.
Do you think he can fix it in the gym, like walking hard, just like Mudryk, some personal walk to try to adapt? Do you think he can get better?
Well, he can get that advice from Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but he will offer strength in depth. I don't really see him, especially when Colwell's back and
Fofana is back from injury.
Yeah, I don't see him being a starter. But seasons are long and there's injuries, there's suspensions, so he's always going to have a part to play.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, Mr. Messi's brother, what do you have to say, man?
I have to say that, let me finish. I love that.
I have
no offense to the African community, but I feel like the African community says that a lot. I love it.
Yeah, because we like to cut each other. Like somebody, like old men like me, I tend to forget all the time when people cut me. Like you haven't finished something, like I gave you 5 minutes, you talking, and then we don't cut often, we African people. We don't cut often. If you don't cut us, we keep going. So sometimes you have to go and say, hey, let me structure this a little bit. Let me finish, Well, not in a bad way, but sometimes you have to just tell people to,
Yeah, because you guys tend to sound super aggressive with it. You're like, let me finish. Let me finish.
No, that is football, bro. Nothing big here. Me and
personal?
Bobby got into it often on Twitter, on YouTube. We understand. That is football, man. You need a little bit of passion. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? I love it. Now, Mr. Bobby Smokes, how are you doing, brother? You guys spent another $250 million again on another mediocre player. Congratulations.
It's our money. It's not your money. You go there and sell more of your TV right and your Shakira right. Everything. Sell it. Sell it.
Yeah.
It's no, we have our money. What is your problem? You Barcelona, you can't even.
And I understand that their FA has told them that they have to cut their wage bill by about between 130 and 150 million euros. So they're still in trouble. The only thing that baffles me about Barcelona is that with all their financial issues and the fact that they still dabble in the transfer market and don't pay players and half-pay players, UEFA is doing nothing. But Chelsea, that's actually totally in the rules and within their rights to give extended contracts. And indeed, limiting contracts you can give to employees is, I was told by somebody who's in the know of all this stuff, is a breach of employment law. Now, maybe there is a loophole in sports in that if those that are members of the sporting association agree to it, then it's not a breach. But if any club decides to say, look, I don't like this and I'll challenge this in court, we could have another type, Bosman type, almost ruling about it. So Chelsea have done nothing wrong. Whereas what's happening with Barcelona, especially last summer, is completely unethical. Completely unethical. But nobody.
It's not though. Like if Chelsea sells their rights, then that's on them. Like that's not affecting anybody.
Well, if Chelsea
Your
gives
future
the wrong
rights,
contract, that's on them. That's not affecting anybody either.
Yeah, that's the same.
No, so with that, you're making a precedent where smaller teams who might end up getting regulated might not be able to pay these wages in the long run.
You're talking to the wrong guy because I've had this argument with someone already.
It was me, and then I ended up winning.
And mortgaging your club. If smaller teams imitate that, they'll be in even bigger trouble. So there is no argument that can justify ethically what Barcelona were doing over the summer. No.
That's one thing, though. Ethically is different from what's actually on paper. You get me? Ethically, at the end of the day, I don't mean to sound rude, but it's business. Business is business. They want to sell themselves to the devil. They did it. They got the money, but Chelsea's like
you don't want Chelsea to do the same, right?
Chelsea has to pay. That's the thing. Chelsea has to pay. Barcelona is getting paid. That's the difference.
Barcelona were triggering financial levers, holding up deals in order to pay for excess amounts of players and that they couldn't even register. If that is not a bad example and not a breach on paper, then I don't know what is. All Chelsea have done is offer long contracts. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a risk to the club doing that in the first place, and that is pure and above board. If a player decides to sign a long contract, that's down to the player. It's down to the club to accept it, and period.
Yeah.
What is happening is pure jealousy.
Yeah.
They want to inhibit Chelsea. You don't want to see them strengthen. You're frightened that they will take over the realms of the sort of footballing powers that be, and so they do everything they can to inhibit it. What is concerning me about that is the almost corrupt aspect in it. All these people that are sat on these boards in UEFA that fund them, that are part of PSGs and Man Cities because they're part of the countries that own these clubs, are the people making these decisions. And I think that is very problematic. I really do.
Exactly.
PSG spent ridiculous sums of money in and around the whole Mbappe deal, the whole Neymar deal. They've had FFP hovering around them and Man City, and they've got away with it. So let's not be how do I put it? Well, for want of a better, let's not be disingenuous. This
Double
is
standards.
a thing. targeted at Chelsea particularly. And, well, now everybody's going to do it. The laws, it doesn't even stop there. They're saying stuff like you can't spend, I think, from the summer, it starts off with only 90% of your revenue, and then 75% the next year, and then 50% the next year. So they're ever reducing it. And Chelsea were just smart enough to get young players on long contracts in order to help them deal with these behaviors of UEFA. So, I mean, don't say that. What Barcelona is doing is totally unethical, such that their FA now has told them they have to cut their wage bill. Incredible.
I'm sorry, but there is nothing to be afraid of from Chelsea. Chelsea has no historical point. You guys just started to become famous during the 2000s.
Here we go.
Here we go. History. Call it. I mean,
teach us, tell us, man.
Teach us. Come on, man.
Nothing to be afraid of,
bro. Listen.
Arsenal has much more of a history.
You're talking about our history, bro. People. I think people got to remember one thing. We won trophies long before Roman Abramovich bought the football club. Yeah, we won in Europe.
European trophies.
We were actually introduced for the first time in Europe in 1971, and we ended up beating Real Madrid in that as well in the Cup Winners' Cup.
Exactly.
Yeah, we beat them. Yeah, and then we've gone and done it again. We've done it in the Super Cup. We've gone and beaten. We've gone and won the Cup Winners' Cup. So when people say Chelsea, you got no history, I'm sorry. You know,
you're
I'm
talking
not
to
going to
the
knock
wrong
you.
people here.
I'm not
Those
knocking you
people
here,
are
bro.
London
And I respect the guy.
Yeah.
I respect the guy because he comes in a lot.
Happens.
Yeah.
Chelsea have no problem saying, okay, Barcelona, yes, you've done well. Yes, you've won things. Yes, you've won on the European stage. Good for you. But it's like putting hot needles, down there in the eyes of these young fans to actually be civil and acknowledge the achievements of Chelsea.
Yeah,
the fear is so much for Chelsea Football Club. It's
fear
incredible.
of Chelsea. That's my thing.
Yeah.
There's no fear.
I think you're all afraid. If not, you should be, because this club is going places. If you'd listened to the director of Shakhtar Donetsk about the project in process at Chelsea, it's quite a formidable project. And this is why you all gang up and get UEFA to do this and do that. Crikey, Chelsea is so attacked that we can't even get a VAR decision right.
100.
I mean, the only places Chelsea's going is to the
decision. That's how bad it is.
The only places Chelsea's going to the Conference League. You know what I mean?
I love to see you cry, though. I love to see you cry. Keep crying.
Honestly, bro.
You want some tissues? Keep crying.
But the funny thing of all is, we're getting done for offering big time contracts to these players. Yeah. What people don't realise, Barcelona, Real Madrid were doing this years ago, giving big contracts to players.
Exactly.
But all of a sudden, and the funny thing of all was, UEFA decided not to bother to look into it. Now, the minute Chelsea start doing it, it's a big thing, man. This is Chelsea. Let's come on them. Let's all of a sudden make a big thing out of them doing it on a 5-year or 7-year contract that we're offering. Yet it's been done in Europe. And I'm sorry to mention Barcelona and Real Madrid because they're the ones that are mainly doing it. Bayern Munich as well have been doing it. It's been going on for years,
not
bro.
On big wages, DJ.
Exactly.
They're not on big wages, not like the Barcelona wages that their own FA has told them to reduce. You can't make this SHIT up. What did you give your young player? Is it Gavi? What did you give him? 7-year contract?
And then, listen, not even about the contract only. They tie them with 1 billion release clause. That is a slavery here. Because you can't get him. Save 1 billion.
Real Madrid spent 75 million on a 16-year-old that can't even play for them till 2024.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Endrick.
Yeah, Hendrik.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Okay.
exactly. But if Chelsea
But
did
it's,
it, you
it's something
won't be
wrong if
screaming.
Chelsea
No,
does
you
the
guys
same.
just don't get it. You guys don't
Okay.
get it.
All right,
What do we
all
get,
right.
bro? Tell us. What do we
All
get, bro?
right,
Tell
what
us.
we don't get.
So, okay, you guys are saying what's wrong if we still pay within 10 years the contract, right? Now, Chelsea is able to do that because in 10 years, Chelsea's still going to be around. Chelsea still is most likely going to be in the Premier League, right? But let's say Everton, let's say Swansea City, let's say, I don't know, who's another one? The Wolves. Let's say they do these contracts. 15, 18, 10 years contracts. Are we sure that they're still going to be
Why
around
do I have
in
to
another
worry
10
about
years?
other clubs? This is
Because
my
this is setting a
problem.
precedent. This is setting
Yes.
a precedent. That's why FIFA
What
is
if
saying
Everton-
no now.
What if
because
Everton, Wolves, and these smaller clubs start to mortgage their club through financial levers? What's going to happen to them XYZ down the line? Maybe when they get relegated and they're not bringing in the revenue to pay off. It works the same way. Don't be disingenuous, bro. What is wrong with you people? Just
This guy
accept it.
jealous. This guy is so
you
jealous.
don't get it.
Yeah, this guy. He always
He's
comes
just
up with his.
troll.
I know he
He's
comes
just
up with his little cover. He does.
Yeah.
I know. He's why not?
Yeah, he's
Listen, mate. All I'll say, listen. All I'll say, bro. All I'll say to you, listen, mate. You go and talk about Chelsea and stuff like that. Look what your club is doing as well at the moment, mate. I mean, listen. Heads up to Barcelona. Yeah, I mean, whatever they're doing, whatever they're doing, and how they're being successful, great for them. But listen, when Chelsea are doing it, bro, and we got an owner who's willing to do what he wants to do because he wants to take us back to where we were at the top. When Roman left, we want to get back to where we want to get. And I can see what he's trying to do. And you watch now. Once we redevelop Stamford Bridge and we get our capacity cracked to like over 60,000, I'm telling you now, it's going to be it's going to be nice nights and European nights at Stamford Bridge. I can tell you that right now. So yeah, mate.
So can I ask you guys this? Are you guys happy with the owner? Like, are you guys glad to have him?
yes. Why are you asking that question? Because
I see a lot of people online, they're like, oh, we want Abramovic back. But like this guy, he's actually investing money in. He wants to be part of it.
Those people aren't real Chelsea fans. They're usually kids that don't understand what it takes to build.
Yeah.
Okay.
The kid who are used to, everything being handed to us. So they can't understand the fact that we have to wait a little bit for a process. They don't know anything about process. It's about suck, buy, right now, win. So they're going to understand slowly and surely that sometimes you need a little bit of process.
As a Chelsea fan, I have no problem, saying or understanding, wow, yeah, Barcelona has a glittering record. I've been to the new camp myself. I've been to the Bernabeu. Fantastic. You go in there, you see all their trophies. They are one of the shining lights of European football. They're the reason football in Europe is as magnificent as it is. However, why should you then be so disingenuous as to say that, okay, Chelsea don't quite have as much of the silverware of these people, but we have a solid historical base. We've won some big things, and we're still coming. I don't know why this...
those so-called traditional clubs, they are just jealous. They wanna they wanna be in that level always. So everybody that comes with some kind of money, they try to make it sound like money now become an issue. It's blood money, it's oil money, it's all kind of theories they're gonna make, but they forgot that for them to get to the level they are at, they had help from probably the king or probably from the government of Catalonia over there, or
Exactly.
from sponsorship. Something happened in the past that made them in the position they are today because they had more money than other people. But now...
Yeah, absolutely. It was always money. Orgs, apart from maybe your likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, well, just. How many clubs in Europe can boast of a better European pedigree than Chelsea? Man City can't. PSG can't. You name them. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. You know, Chelsea's European pedigree is very high. Very high. Juventus haven't won more than 2 Champions Leagues, same as Chelsea. So all this stuff that people try to throw disrespect at this club has some major trophies. And it is what it is.
So
Smokey.
people, I wanted to say, I wanted to say that it's half-time, 45 minutes, and still 0-0 between Manchester City and Arsenal in the FA Cup 4th round. Yeah, you can go on.
Smokey, I have no issue saying that Chelsea has a great history past 2001. I have no issue saying that. I have no issue.
Listen,
I'm okay with saying that.
We were winning things before
But
2001.
Yeah,
mate.
100%.
Listen,
He knows it. He knows
we
it
won,
really.
We won European trophies before 2001.
So this is the same guy who is praising PSG, but you forgot that they were creating in 1970. You know,
And they
No,
have
that's
no
a lie. I
European
never praised
trophies.
PSG.
you
I
say
never praised
Messi is gonna
PSG.
win it this season. They're gonna beat you.
Correct,
Because
Messi,
you are
not
Messi.
PSG.
Okay, I see. So you are okay. I see now what your problem is.
Correct.
So listen, history. Okay, let me tell you something. You can create history from today. It's part of the history. Even if you're gonna call us, oh no, you started, but that was 20 years ago already. So I don't see what is wrong by being new kid in the block. That is just jealousy from all the people. That I'm talking about here. Those so-called traditional clubs, they just want to give up. They want to be on top there. They can't compete with the new generation of money, and they're gonna make everything they do because they are in FIFA, they are in UEFA, all kind of organization. Is all of them there trying to create some kind of rules to limit the power of the new coming. Yeah.
Even in this country, right? If you take Arsenal that everybody's screaming and shouting about, Arsenal have, I think overall, they have 41 major trophies and we have 39. They don't have Chelsea's European pedigree at all.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think they've won any European trophies.
Nope.
So all you guys talking this, that, oh, Chelsea have no history, no history before 2001. It's all lies. Why are you so disingenuous? You know it's not true. You know we were winning things, maybe not as much, not at the same frequency, but we have the pedigree. It may not be as large as yours, but we have the pedigree. And that's why you fear Chelsea so much, because they're building on a foundation that's increasing the pedigree and will knock you off the perch. You watch. In the next 5 years, you guys won't be able to touch us. That's your fear.
That's a fear. But listen, somebody is going to challenge these stupid cases in the court, like the High Court of, European Union or something, and you will see this stupid financial fair play is going to collapse because legally, really, you don't see why are you going to prevent me from spending my own money. And like I said, those dinosaurs that are over there in FIFA and UEFA and all the regulations over there, they are the people who are trying to protect those traditional clubs. Somebody is going to challenge them someday. It's going to be a major, major legal case, and we're going to win. You will see it. It's going to collapse very, very soon. We, the new club, the so-called no history club, we're going to make money. We're going to hire the best lawyers ever, and we're going to win the case, just like Bossman did and change football forever. You will see it, because it's democracy, it's capitalism. You just don't.
the reason for things like the Super League. I don't think that's completely gone away. I really don't. I think in some form or other, it's going to come back because there are too many clubs now that are getting financial backing, serious financial backing, and they're going to want to sustain their wealth. And in the current format, it's difficult for them to do that. And there's going to be some kind of compromise breakaway.
It's going to be that way. We will see. And the UEFA even are trying to create their own Super League because, you know, it's going to start the same amount of, clubs in Champions League and almost the same laws and regulations that they didn't want to see the Super League. They are doing exactly the same. More games, more TV revenues, more money for them. So it is what it is. Mr. Lucky Sight, are you a Manchester United fan? You're talking about Sir Jim Ratcliffe? Kuwait, Dubai deal for Manchester United, blah, 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 blah. I don't get it what you mean, but hey, good luck with your club, man. We sold our club for $4 billion plus, and I really don't know what's going to happen with your club. Good luck with that and selling your club. I don't know. Sir Jim is ready to take over, but I don't know if the Americans are going to want to sell to him or they're going to just negotiate with American companies. So I don't know. He said that we just need a takeover. Yeah, good luck. I'm lucky that I don't have to go through that anymore, unless for the next 10 years, because we signed anti-Glazers.
No, we went through it through sanctions, which is a whole different thing. We went through it under the threat of losing our club.
Yeah.
That's trauma, right?
That's trauma. I went through a lot, man. I went through a lot. I don't want to go through that. And Roman made sure that we don't go through that at least for 10 years. Nobody is gonna sell their share. And we have the money in the bank to build a team and build a stadium and all that. So Roman is a very, very smart guy. Made sure that Chelsea can continue dominating in Europe and making Barcelona and Real Madrid jealous. Somebody is reporting online here that Manchester United tried to hijack Chelsea's move for Malo Gusto, but they could not agree a deal or convince the player to wait until summer. All right, they don't have money to make any.
You know what's funny?
Yes, sir. Go.
This individual's name is Malo Gusto.
Yes, sir.
In Spanish, Malo Gusto means bad taste.
Bad teeth? Okay.
Bad taste.
Oh, bad taste. Okay.
Bad taste.
So I want it to be a bad taste in the on the pitch, though. You know, like you can't handle, kind of. So this is a good name in football, actually, because you can't handle me. You can't handle me. It's just like I'm handful. You know, you can't. You know. So it could be a good name in football. So you're trying here to put me down. You're trying to find something that will put me down today, but you're not. You bring the money issue, I beat you in the money issue. You bring the legal issue stuff, I beat you there. You bring now names, Spanish name, I'm gonna beat you there, bro. You're not taking my joy away today. No way. Okay, Malo Gusto, bad test, that mean you can't handle him.
Malo Gusto just wanted to come to Chelsea. He didn't want to go anywhere else.
Anywhere else, you know.
He liked the project, and that was it. So whatever Man United were trying to do, they were just talking to the hand.
He's going to be what Pogba was to United. Just saying.
Like what? What Pogba was for United? Tell us more.
He was baggage.
Okay. So what that has to do with our signings here?
His name is literally foreshadowing Chelsea's next season.
This guy. This guy.
I know, he's cracking me up.
You just
He's
throw.
mad.
You just throw. Mr. Tarnish.
Yeah.
Live from Australia, brother. What's going on today? Hello? Are you still there, Tarnish? We can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself? I think you have some microphone issues or something. No? No? Hello? Are you there? Wait. Is that my issue or somebody else? Can you hear me, guys? Anybody?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
we
he's...
can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Malo Gusto.
Malo Gusto. That is my new nickname, right? Malo Gusto. So, Mr.
Can't believe they really named him that.
Tarnish, are you still there? Tarnish, no? Unplug yourself and come back, my brother. I'm going to take you off the studio and come back. Sometimes it solves the problem just by, disconnecting and connecting yourself again. So, people, it's halftime here from Etihad Stadium. There's still a lot of seats, though. Doesn't look like it's a full stadium. But that's what we're going to get from the Etihad Stadium. Arsenal 0, Manchester City 0. The student against the master. So let's wait and see who is going through the next round of the FA Cup. Chelsea are completely out of pretty much everything in England now. But listen, Champions League, we are coming for you, man. I think we're going to focus on the Champions League this time. We have our players coming back from injury. Reece James, Chile is there. Fofana, N'Golo Kante is training already outside on his own. Man, life is good, man. Wait, the second part of the season is going to be different. So you're going to keep on crying, Mr. Messi's brother, but we move. It's not going to change anything, brother. Let me check if we have any breaking news here from...
Breaking news, Moises Caicedo to Manchester United for only $25 million.
You wish, right?
Orgs, there was some news, bro. I don't know how
on.
true it is. David Ornstein's actually just tweeted it.
Okay.
Apparently he's come out and said that Trevor Chalobah's one to watch for sale in this window. I don't know how true that is. But it's David Ornstein who's tweeted it. So sometimes he gets things wrong as well. So I'm not sure what that one is. I hope not, personally. But it said on there that
just signed a 6-year contract last season.
That's what I'm saying. It's brown envelopes. I'm probably thinking on that one, bro. But I just think though it's. I think it's come out. It's just come by David Ornstein. It's once he goes. It's once he's done. Apparently he's gone on a. He's done a what do you call it on one of his podcasts, and he's apparently on the YouTube, and he's apparently come out and said that he's one to watch out for the remaining days of this window for a sale as well. I would have understand a loan, but a sale, but I don't believe it either. Let's see.
Well, signing a new contract could mean just protecting our investment on the player, but it's gonna hurt me. By the end of the day, we can't keep 50 players in the team, so somebody need to go at some point,
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Tarnish, you are back. Talk to us.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
How are you feeling today, sir?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, your voice is better, I can tell today.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, man.
Okay, so Chelsea signed Malo Gusto for $30 million. Really good business. Really good business.
Okay.
I was actually impressed at this signing because Chelsea could have said, nah, we could just spend $40 million just to get in this transfer window, but we had patience because Chelsea will get Reece James back next season. And I'm actually kind of excited for playing time because Chelsea will have like 20 players, 25 players.
Okay.
And I think that Pulisic, Ziyech, and Conor Gallagher aren't going to be at Chelsea next season.
Okay. Yeah, but don't you think that we still need like a strong bench? Because look at Manchester City. They have quality even from the bench. Like, they can even play their bench and beat you 5-0. Like, it's the same. That is the level that you want to reach, right? So if you sell everybody, who is going to come off the bench?
Yeah, it's just that Chelsea are going to sell one of Ziyech or Pulisic. Pulisic, I don't see him staying anymore. I see him going to a club like AC Milan.
Yeah, I heard that AC Milan wanted him, but yeah. Good point. Yeah, so we're gonna have to sell really. But next summer, I think we're gonna have hard time like to get our money back from some players because people know that we have to sell because we bought many of them. So everybody will try to get a discount. But when we go actually, when we go there to sign a player, the price double immediately. But when we want to sell our players, people want them literally for free. So
because they know that Chelsea is a big club. They're gonna obviously make us spend a profit. Like if the team were like, let's say, it's just that these players 2-3 months ago were valued at 15 million. And now they're valued at 60-70 million.
Yeah.
Because we could easily find 3-4 of those every single summer. For every single January transfer window. But Chelsea are always throwing options. Because I'm not going to want us to pay 160 million for Enzo Fernandez just so he can fix our midfield.
That is a lot of money, right? With that money, you can rebuild with some quality players. Probably they're not going to be in the same level as Enzo, but you can develop them, you know? 160 package is too much because 120 for the release clause and then 40 million at least for taxes and agent fees and all that. So,
I was happy for us to pay 100 million, but after that, no way.
Yeah, no way. So people, the second half just started between Manchester City and Arsenal. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. So we're still here for 45 minutes. I don't even think I'm going to go. If they go to extra time, I think it's going to be too late for me because I have some other stuff to do at home. But hey, we're still here for at least 40 more minutes. If you want to join us, you can do it now or some other days. Anybody that want to jump and talk, let's go.
Let's go, Manchester. Let's go, Chelsea. Sorry.
You are just trolling. He's just trolling. Let's go, Chelsea.
How about let's go Barcelona, bro? Will that be a good one?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Let's go, Messi. Let's go, Messi.
You think you guys are getting back in the summer, or is he going to go elsewhere? Because he's not signing a new contract now at PSG.
I have no idea, man. I hope he doesn't. I don't feel like he's happy at PSG with Mbappe there.
Well, in football, sometimes you don't have to be happy. You just need to win and walk. Just one season.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
he won everything. At this point, it's like, does he really care, though? You get
Yes, he do. He can still win Ballon d'Or, at least a couple of Ballon d'Ors. He can still win the Champions League. It's all count, man. Ronaldo.
He loves the beautiful sport. That's the thing. He loves it.
But yeah, so you think that he doesn't love it in Paris? I
don't think he's happy there now.
Yeah, that is your theory, but he looks more happy. He looks like he's going skiing. He's going to the Eiffel Tower. He's going to the construction site. He looks more relaxed and and happy and, you know, smiling on the pitch. If you compare him,
Because he wants to stay away from Paris.
he want
That's why he
to
goes there.
hiking in the mountain with his family because he want to stay
He's
away
like,
from.
you know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to be in Paris. Let me go hiking for the weekend.
Okay. Good.
I can see Messi ending up in Saudi Arabia. They're making noises for him, and with the kind of wages they pay, I can see him going to that rivaling team to Ronaldo that want him.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not.
Apparently, Chelsea, United, and Arsenal do send from Juventus for 80, 90 million this summer.
For who? Vlahovic?
Yeah.
Okay. DJ, what do you think
That
about
guy's
the?
not good.
What you say?
He's not good. Overrated.
Vlahovic is not good.
Correct.
DJ, what do you think of Vlahovic to Chelsea?
That's an interesting one. I actually think he's actually a good player. I just think maybe Juventus the team for him, to be honest with you. I think.
So do I, DJ.
I think he comes to the Premiership. I think he'll ball out personally. I think he'll even ball out in Spain as well, even in Germany personally. I think he's that good. I think he just relies on service like most of these strikers do, and I don't think at Juventus he's getting much of it. I think, yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think he was scoring for fun when he was at.
Yes, exactly.
Fiorentina,
exactly. Thank you. He was scoring a lot of goals. I don't understand why when he switched to the bigger team, Juventus, they're having some issues at the moment. Legal issues, 15 point deducted, and they appealed, of course. So I don't know.
Yeah, and they're losing their players as well. I think one of their midfielders is either going to Leeds or Arsenal as well, from what I heard from yesterday.
McKennie?
What's the guy?
West Ham.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, West Ham.
Yeah, apparently he's either going to Leeds or he's going to go to. I think Arsenal are trying to get him for trying to come in and hijack the deal.
Let's go Leeds.
Yeah, I'd say that, mate, 100%.
Leeds is becoming like a USA FC or something. Leeds United USA FC.
States of America.
Yeah.
Brighton is Australia FC.
Say it again.
Brighton is Australia FC because they have Aaron Moy, Matthew Ryan, and they also have who else?
They did.
Yeah, they've had a few.
Didier Drogba.
Oh man, so Vlahovic.
What does Bobby Smokes think of Vlahovic?
I think just like DJ, I think he's a very good player in the wrong team. I think he will do well in the Premier League. In this new Chelsea team, I can see it. I can really see it with him. As with Arsenal, Arsenal are good team.
Man, Chelsea just wants everybody, huh?
Well, that's what you guys say, isn't it? Just yet again another anything to just dampen or be disingenuous to anything that is involving Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay. We need a striker. We've got a very young striker that's very untested, and another one that's out for a long-term injury. And Aubameyang, definitely in the summer, he's gone. He's of no use to Chelsea at all.
Jesus.
Aubameyang, man.
So does the number 9 strike again?
Then the curse, you mean? The curse of number 9?
Well,
There's no curse. You are good or you are bad.
He's just trying to, now he's resorting to little witchcraft things.
He's so true, Bobby. That's what he is.
He's just looking for every single thing to hit us with. It is what it is. No.
Listen, we might. I was going to tell you, we might be getting João Felix as well, mate. Imagine that one. How that go down?
Oof. Rough time to be a Chelsea fan.
I don't know why that should worry. Barcelona have like a dozen João Felix in their team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you don't think so?
Do you not rate João Felix, bro?
No, I think.
Oh, I do, definitely. But they
I
have
think
not you,
that
bro.
type of player.
Yeah.
João Felix sucks.
Oh. Hey, listen, he don't suck, bro. He's a very good player, mate. He's a very, very good player, João Felix.
You know, like you guys drained Pulisic. He was on the verge of becoming like the next Michael Jackson of like football history, and you guys like completely derailed his history.
No, we didn't do anything to him. If his knees weren't made of biscuit, he would probably have done it. So he's got biscuit knees.
It's probably spot on. It's true though.
Yeah, he got injured a lot. Yeah, he got injured a lot. And every time also he was fit, it looks like somebody else was in front of him. He didn't have a lot of chance. And just like many of our attackers, they struggled with the service in front, the system and all that. He's just not lucky at Chelsea Football Club. Probably it's time for him to go and enjoy football somewhere else. I still believe in his abilities, but sometimes the club just not for you, because every time, like lately, he was playing every single game and started already building his momentum. What happened? Bam, injured again, 2 months out. It happened under Frank Lampard, the same. You know, when he starts building some momentum and he's given a little bit of time to play, bam, injured again. So that's been the story of Christian Pulisic at Chelsea. So probably he need to go somewhere else. Okay, so City and Arsenal still 0-0 people, and it's the 56 minute in my location, but depend on your location, it might be a little bit late or a little bit delayed, depend on the traffic in your area. All right, so David Onston, Chelsea have reached an agreement in principle with Lyon to sign the right back Malo Gusto for 30 million plus add-ons. The 19 years old French under 21, he will remain at Olympique Lyonnais until the end of the season before joining Chelsea Football Club in summer. The Athletic understand that, and Mr. Here We Go also reported about it. I saw it actually a little earlier because I follow some big account in France like L'Equipe or whatever. They were talking about it, but I didn't take it seriously. But it's been confirmed by Here We Go and the Athletic. So we got our man.
He's already in London for his medical tomorrow.
Yeah, he's flying to London now. Yeah.
My theory. I'm going to say the most controversial statement ever, and you guys are going to get triggered because you know it's true. The only decent player that Chelsea has ever produced is Peter Cech. Thank you.
Produce. How about John Terry? I mean, produce in terms of what? From the academy or from the young age that you develop somebody, or he came as a normal player and get better at Chelsea? What do you mean by producing? Tell me, what is the definition of producing here? Huh?
The only decent player that came in, and he left with a decent history.
Well, how about
Only
Eden
one.
Hazard? How about Didier Drogba? How about Frank Lampard that we bought from West Ham? How about? I can go. The list is
Carvalho at the back as defender.
How about Marcel Desailly? How about George Weah? How about Didier Deschamps? How about Gianluca Vialli? I don't understand what you mean.
Zola.
I mean, Zola.
He has a better coach history.
You don't know us. Don't make stories about us. Let us talk about our club and educate you about our club, right? You just know them because you watch just Peter Cech and this is the only guy. No, ask us. We know our club, not you.
Also, you also remember another thing, mate. I mean, you said Petr the only one we could do. Didn't Ramirez and Fernando Torres finish you guys off in the Champions League as well?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we went on to win it. They were good players, well, weren't they?
Wow,
you remember that?
blow.
No, I'm just saying. Michael Essien won the goal against you guys as well. Remember that? What a strike that was from distance, bro.
Yeah, they ended up by winning the last minute unjustly, but the way it is a disgrace. That's the disgrace night.
This is a disgrace.
And here's another history. Here's another history lesson for you as well, bro. Lionel Messi. I think Lionel Messi finally got his goal against us. He was the only club he could. I think we were the only club he could not score against.
He was missing penalties. He was hitting the post all the time. Just lately before he leaves. Lately that he managed to score against against Thibaut Courtois, because everybody can nutmeg him anyways. That snake guy, Thibaut Courtois, but never like Peter Cech when he was at Chelsea. But yeah, it is what it is, man. So Manchester City are making some changes just to try to turn the heat a little bit up and win the game. But the game been really balanced, if I have to say. Watching it with
lackluster.
I don't know. They are both teams. They are good teams that kind of canceled each other. Some kind, not like. Drive safely, Mr. Caller.
There you go. This guy always says that. Whenever he hears feedback, he's always like, "Drive safely, brother."
Yeah, because I don't want anything to happen just because of me. You can call me. You have my phone.
ATM.
I mean, you are at the ATM getting money. Okay, that's why. Be
Correct.
safe. Yeah. I
have to pop out a second, please, Ross.
No problem, my brother. Thank you so much for helping. We're still here for 30 minutes. Bobby was with us for hours. Much appreciate, love and peace to the family, brother. Thank you. All right, so
Bobby Smoke.
Yeah, Bobby is gone.
Yeah.
We're still here. Okay, Mr. Tanish, what time it is in Melbourne? What city are you in Australia?
8:30 a.m.
8:30 a.m. in the morning. Yes.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I woke up at 3 a.m.
Oh wow.
No, not 4 a.m. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Life is everywhere in the world. Like it's always something happening there. Like people are sleeping, other people are waking up, other people are coming from work. Other people.
Man. I'm from Melbourne.
Other people are smart and they don't follow Chelsea. You know, there's all types of people out here.
Okay, right. Yeah, they are smart. Okay. All right, people, come here, join us if you want. The link being provided as we celebrate Gusto Malo. And Manchester United can't even get a loan right now because they are up for sale and they don't want to spend a lot of money on investing in the team that they want to sell. The Glazers are going to get minimum 5 billion on something that they bought like for 350 or something million. So rich guys. So let me read some of the news that's been going on during the day. It's not like a breaking news or anything. Anthony Gordon moved from Everton to Newcastle United. Is getting closer. I think Newcastle are going to pay 40 million in single payment. And and then the rest is going to be like add-ons or something. And he really want to move and let the Titanic sink, which is Everton right now. Marcelo Bielsa said no, he doesn't want to join them right now if they can wait until summer and so he can have his own players and stuff. But it looks like they are going for Brexit FC. Pie and Chips, which is C. John. What's his name again?
Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche. Sean Dyche, Brexit FC, back again in the Premier League. DJ, do you think that he can keep them in the Premier League?
Do you know what? I actually think he's actually a good manager, Augs. Surprisingly,
okay.
I think he can possibly keep them up. But again, I think he's going to want some players if he goes in there. I think with a couple of days left before the window closes, I don't see him getting the players that he wants. So this is probably why I think Bielsa. One of the reasons why Bielsa's not going at the moment, because obviously he can't get. He knows he won't be able to get the players he wants, and I also understand the reason for him not going to Everton because he doesn't think they'll be able to do his training techniques that he does for Everton. You know how he likes to run his players to the ground. I don't think he thinks the players can do that at Everton.
No,
so I think that's one of the reasons why he's turned the job down there. So it's interesting. He said to wait for him for the summer, but I think Sean Dyche could actually do a pretty good job for them down there. But whether it will be enough still to keep them up, I don't know. The question, I don't know.
Yeah. It is what it is. So this guy here. So what do you think about Anthony to Chelsea football? Whoa!
Yes.
Sorry, Manchester City just scored, people. They just turned the heat.
Let's go.
Look at this guy. It's a golazo, people, for Manchester City. Arsenal in the mud, people. Yeah, go on. You wanted to say something? Go on.
I hope Chelsea and Man City can meet in the final for the FA Cup. That'd be a really great game.
They knocked us.
Bad.
They knocked us. Oh, you wanted to laugh at us, didn't you? You just wanted to make fun of us. You know that we are not there, but you wanted to bring it on the table just to have fun. Okay, thank you so much. This is the friendship that I have with this guy. When he has a chance to knock me, he's not gonna hesitate to knock me out. Good for you.
Yo, the other day, that little Indian boy that called in the other day. Wow, man, that kid is smart, huh?
Yeah, Erling Haaland. Yeah, his name is Erling Haaland.
Yo, he is genius, smart.
Yeah, he is very interesting because we can discuss about every team in the world. He always knows something about that team. You go to the French league, he knows pretty much everybody there. You go to Spanish La Liga, he knows everybody there, and he's even teaching me a lot of stuff, man. You know, he knows better than I do.
Well, I mean, the league is called the Uber Eats League. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, that is the sponsor. Just like the Premier League used to be called like Barclay, and they used to be called some other names of beers in the past, but the Premier League decided to go with a clean brand, not to associate any name. It's changed like couple seasons ago that they decided to go just like the NBA. They don't wanna just put names changing every season when you have a new sponsors. So they decided to go with a clean brand, Premier League only instead of.
Optus Sport, remember?
Huh?
Optus Sport made us pay $24 a month after.
Optus Sport, like that is the company, the cable company in your country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Official.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Okay. So we had the internet, so they gave us a free subscription.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have to pay $24 a month every single.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it is. So Nathan Ake.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Nathan Ake is the guy who scored for Manchester City. Lucky guy. Bottom corner. And it's 1-0. And it's 69th minute in my location. So it looks like Pep Guardiola is going to try to close the shop and see the game out. But don't write off Arsenal because they might come up with a plan B. Because now they have to go for it. And they're going to leave even more space behind. They could concede or they could score. So let's see. It's going to get more interesting now to see how Arsenal are gonna react, because they don't go behind often this season. They're just beating people. Now, one of the rare times that they are behind, we're gonna wait. Martinelli came on. Saka came on. I think it was a big gamble for Zinchenko also came on, so it was a big gamble. The starting 11 from Arteta. Now I think he's going for it. So it's getting testier here on the screen. That's what I wanted to do. Yes, sir. Go on.
I'm going to put the game on. Give me a second.
No, take your time, bro. Take your time. No problem at all. We're still here like for 20 minutes or so. After this game, I'm going to have to disappear completely because I have some other stuff with my people. So if anybody want to call us, this is your time. 20 minutes or 20 something to go, and we are going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for everybody that's been there helping us. If you can help us get 100 likes, I would much appreciate it. Thank you so much. And tomorrow we might be back here. Tomorrow I'm working from home. Today, I went to the office and stuck in the traffic and all the frustration that I had today. Came back home, no coffee. Like, check on my no coffee, and have to drive back again to the gas station, get some coffee. So it's all right. That is not what you want to hear. Anyways, people, we are watching this game here. Still, how many minutes to go? 25 minutes to go. Continue subscribing to the channel, and also like. The more you like, the more people will join us. Thank you so much. Anyways. So
yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to say something, Mr. Tanish? Are you back?
Yeah. Okay, so Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Arsenal and United will go on a bidding war next in the summer. It's gonna be ugly because
bidding war for who?
There's a few names like
Declan Rice or something.
Yeah, Declan Rice.
Okay.
And I honestly reckon that they're gonna pay around 100 million, even though he's nearly out of contract.
Yeah, I got you. I heard that he got one year in the option. Like next summer, like this coming summer, it's gonna be 1 year left, but they have one in option, so it's gonna be 2 years. So if they don't sell him, they're not gonna get the same kind of money, so they have to sell him. And
100%.
And I still like Declan Rice, but because of our new strategy, the scouting department, I trust them more now. It's not like it's not like before where we had to scout like Chouameni, Kamavinga, and decide not to go for it. Now we are doing stuff. We target somebody, and then we go for that person. So we might find somebody better than him. We might find somebody even better than Enzo. You never know. So right now, I don't really mind anybody that will come through the door because the team is taking shape. We are doing good, you know.
Yeah, we have quite a few youngsters in the academy.
Yeah, in the academy and all that. So, DJ, what do you think about Andrew Santos? The guy can't score. Can't stop scoring.
Oh, I don't know if you guys had a chance to see
the games here for the South American under 20. Yeah,
he scored. What a goal from midfield.
Scored 3 goals already. Every single game now he scored. Yeah, I watch even the entire game here like live because we have it on like ESPN here, so I have the chance to watch him, and it is good.
He looks a talent. I think the last goal was very impressive. I think he picked up the ball from midfield. He ran, took it around several players, and then put it into the corner, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was one of the goals he scored. And I thought, you know what, if we, I mean, listen, I hope we can get Enzo. I mean, he's the one I want to see coming in. Declan Rice is another one I wouldn't mind seeing coming in as well. But if we can't get any of those two players this January, then I don't see why we don't give a try to this kid. I think he can be given an opportunity. I think he may surprise a lot of people. The people are saying, "Oh, Chelsea are playing another youngster," but listen, you don't go and spend that kind of money on him, and say he's not got the talent to come and produce. And I think he can. And I think personally, if we can't get those players, give him a chance, and I don't think he'll disappoint. He won't disappoint at all.
What is happening with his work permit? I think that he has some issues with the work permit. That's true or not? Like work permit, he's not qualified yet to have like a work permit. What needs to be done?
Yeah, this is the situation. This is what Chelsea. This is one of the reasons why Chelsea are trying to structure this deal with Benfica, where they're trying to loan him out to them, along with Detro Fofana as well, until the end of the season, and so he can then play enough games. I do believe for him to. I think it's something for him to play enough games for him to actually get to the stage where he can get his permit quite quickly. I think that's one of the reasons why they're trying to loan him out to Benfica, but. Benfica don't, as everyone knows, Benfica don't want to. They want money straight up front for Enzo. No players involved. So whether he stays and just stays in the under 20s for the rest of the season is another thing. I think they may loan him out. I mean, they may loan him out maybe to a club. I think before the January window closes, but. If obviously, if we can't get a work permit because of him having much, obviously because he hasn't got the game time and everything, then I would like to think that you'd get a chance elsewhere, and then we can bring him back when we can.
Yep, I got you. So people, Odegaard is out, Saka is on, De Bruyne is out, and I think Bernardo Silva is on. I'm just reporting what is happening in the stadium here, and still 15 minutes plus added time to play here, live from the Etihad, or aka Etihad Stadium in Manchester. And let's wait. It's getting more interesting here because Arsenal are pushing, really doing everything they can to try to win this game. And Manchester City just need to keep this result and go through the next round. So, Mr. Tanish, what do you think should be done before the end of this window? What is a realistic target that Chelsea can get?
I was thinking Nacho Nunes from Wolves, but he's more like a Kovacic type than an attacking midfielder. Because his price is 45 million, 50 million, yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a good price.
But if we spent that money on him, I would not be angry at all, because Chelsea need better midfielders than Jorginho right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he just signed last summer, right? Yeah, so he's at Wolves for only let's say 6 months. So do you think that Wolves are gonna sell him, or there is some kind of release clause or something? What's going on here?
Wolves aren't gonna sell him unless club pays like 55 million, and he's not worth that. Younes is worth only 35 million, 40 million at max.
Yeah, I mean, he was there on the market last summer, and Chelsea really, we failed to address the midfield issue. We knew we have a problem, but we just went for other target. I think if we really took it seriously, probably we were going to get somebody.
Yeah, it's interesting about Matheus Nunes because I understand Wolves signed a Brazilian midfielder yesterday called Gomez. And it's interesting to see now. Sorry, by the way, big up to you, Tanish. By the way, bro, I've not said hello to you, but big up to you. I think it's the first time I'm talking to you on the chat show. Big up to you, by the way. I think with him coming in there may be a possibility for Matteo Nunes to manoeuvre out of Wolves, but whether that will happen, whether we can get the deal done within like the 3 or 4 days left of the transfer window is another thing. And I also think that Liverpool are also looking at him as well as an option as well in midfield. So it looks like there will be competition for his signature. But I think he's been linked with us. I think it's because we don't forget we almost tried to sign him last season. I do believe he was linked with us in the summer. And for some reason we never pursued with it because I think we were maybe looking at other targets before him. I actually think he's a good player. I mean, obviously, I was following the Portuguese. I do follow the Portuguese league, as you know, Augs. A lot. And I thought he was one of the outstanding players in Portugal, and I could see why Wolves went and got him. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep hold of him. If we can get him, again, do we wait for Enzo? Do we wait for Declan Rice? Again, is another thing. But I think for me personally, I think he's got his heart set on a move to Liverpool. For me personally, and I think he may end up being there in the end come the summertime.
Go on.
Yeah. Okay. So Chelsea, I'm sick of all the people who say that we should sell Kai Havertz. There's no way we should sell Kai Havertz at all.
We have to be patient, right?
Yeah, he's only he's 23 years old. He just came to Chelsea 1 or 2 seasons ago, and he's been playing at striker for his whole career.
Yeah, that makes sense. We need to be patient, and with the building, the team building at the moment, I think he's gonna get better because we might play him from the position that he feels more comfortable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is another point. DJ, sell or keep?
Oh, listen, you know my thoughts on Kai Havertz. I've always rated him. I just sometimes don't know what our fan base think when they come out with the things that they come out with in terms of get rid. I think people have got to realise that this guy, when he was playing at Leverkusen, if you watched his career, I mean he did play that position as 9, but he also used to come deep in midfield, and that's where he was known from, an attacking midfield. He used to come from deep and score goals. Sorry, that was my daughter. Sorry guys, that's my daughter.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I know her. We know each other. Take it off her, bro. We're still here for 15-20 minutes. 15.
No, she was watching something and she got excited about something. I don't know what she was watching.
Yeah, don't worry.
And basically, people forget. I mean, what this guy is. He's a talented player. And listen, there's a lot of talk now that Bayern Munich are watching his situation closely. I mean, people are talking about what I'm hearing 50, 55 million, 60 million. He's worth more than the guy's still 23 years, as Tarnish has said. He's also basically, he's also probably for me, he's got a 3-year contract left. He's got 3 years left on his contract. I still think there's more to come from Kai Havertz, and I said it. I said with João Felix now in this team, along with Mudryk, these could be the 2 guys that could actually unlock him now to go and get the goals that he wants. Even the hate Mason Mount gets, I get tired of it because again, I get people. And listen, this is not me being a Mason Mount a Mason Mount fanboy or even a Kai Havertz fanboy. What I do back up is my team, and I support my team in the club. Okay, but what I will say is that both these players currently are going through bad times at Chelsea. I mean, they're not that people say it's been for the last 3 seasons. Their performances haven't been that great. I think people got to realise how many games these players have actually played.
Yeah.
How many games you've actually played, and and now all of a sudden, unfortunately, tiredness has hit these players now, and now you're seeing them dip in form a little bit. This is where you back your players,
exactly.
And for me, you need to back them because let's be honest, they're not bad. You don't become a bad player overnight. Yeah, let's be honest. You go through these times. I mean, Gary Lineker went through it. Different players, but Gary Lineker. I'm going back to the old times now. Strikers weren't always scoring goals. Gary Lineker went through it in his time. Paul Gascoigne went through it in his times. All these players that are top class players went through it in their times. Alan Shearer at one point had a situation where he wasn't scoring goals back in the days.
Yeah,
I'm going back to
tell them even about Drogba when he joined Chelsea Football Club.
Drogba, another one. When Drogba first started at Chelsea, he was struggling. You know, all these players need to be and eventually we saw what happened. What happened with Drogba? There's no turning back after that with Didier Drogba, as we know. Yeah, so you know, all these people that are knocking our players. I mean, back your players. I always say. You know, give them your full support. I get if you're going to criticise, give constructive criticism when you need to if they're not playing well. But then at the moment, what people have to realise, don't pick on individual players. Look at the team. The whole team hasn't been playing great, and you know you can't just pick. But what I keep seeing every time is the same old players being picked upon by our Chelsea fan base. Some of our Chelsea fan base out there. And for me, it's a bit. What do you call it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love all the Chelsea fans and stuff like that. But some of our fan base can be a little bit too much to me in terms of that.
Yeah, too spoiled. Too spoiled. It looks like we are entitled to always win or always be 100% in the office. I always give people an example of you are not 100% every single day. There are weeks that you go through tough time at work, and there are even year that you look back, you're like, this year was just like so tough for me. Nothing that I did worked. You know, so, you know, football is about, you know, going through cycle like this, just like a normal human being. So, yeah, Tanish, go on.
So, if someone offered Mason Mount 120, 100 million, I would honestly take it. Because Mason Mount is a very good player at his best, but 100 million is something I would rather take over Mason Mount.
Okay, that is your opinion. I'm not going to take money. For me, I just want to give them a chance to work with the proper midfielders so we can judge them properly, like when we got everything fixed and they got service from the midfield, and the midfielders can defend, can put tackle, and can give energy and break lines and work for each other. And that's how I'm going to judge. So it still has at least one more season. Let's see, in the right system with the right players, but you know, playing with him just to judge him really. I still believe that he been played out of position most of the time as a winger, as whatever, false nine, as whatever position the manager asks him, he's there. So I think he's been victim of his own versatility, just like many of our academy product. They are trained to play many positions, and that becomes even a problem for them. That is just playing against them because we can't really nail them exactly where they should be. So that's why people like Mount are appreciated by the national team and whoever manager he works for, because good attitude, good work ethic, whenever the manager asks you to do, you're going to be. But what is happening is that you are killing your natural instinct. You are killing what you really is made of. So if we play Mount from the number 8 position in that free role there, and you see a different Mount than playing him from, you know, the wings or from other positions. So I still believe that we can still get something out of him and out of Kai Havertz. But I respect your opinion. If somebody comes with the money, you take it. But I'm not going to take it. That is my opinion.
It's hard to resist 100 million, 120 million on a player. It's just really hard to resist that kind of money. Because clubs say they won't sell someone unless they pay like 130 million, 120 million for the big play names. Because, there's always a price for most players.
No, listen, again, I get where you're coming from on what you're saying. There is players always have a price. The reason why I was going on about the whole situation with those two players in particular is, listen, I admit as a Chelsea fan, I said I'm not none of their fanboys. I just respect them, and it's my club. I'm all for. But if you want to say if you're going to say drop them, okay, drop them for some games because obviously they're not playing that great. But then to turn around and say get rid of them, I mean, that for me is not the answer at all. And people can say you can drop whatever money you want on them. I've always said this, and I've gone on to I've said it before a minute, and I say you give Mason Mount and you give Kai Havertz to a Pep Guardiola and a Klopp. those two guys are going to ball in those two clubs. It's simple as that.
I agree.
They're going to ball. Simple as that.
I agree.
You know, you get me. And I mean, people got to also remember is all those years ago we made the same mistakes with Kevin De Bruyne and Mohamed Salah, and look how they turned out in their careers afterwards. And I'm just saying we don't want to make the same mistakes. I mean, these guys hardly kicked the ball for Chelsea, people would say, but they were not even given a chance. Well, everyone said Kevin De Bruyne was going to be excellent. Was going to be a good player because everyone was watching him in the Belgium league, and also and Mohamed Salah. I mean, when he was linked with Liverpool first of all, and we ended up gazumping Liverpool and getting into the football club. And originally when he first came, people were calling him the Egyptian Messi. Do you remember that he was getting called that, the Egyptian Messi?
Yeah.
And and we just never gave him a chance. And he went off. He's done really, really well. Came back. And we've seen how
to hurt us.
Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. We've got to be careful with these certain plays out there. People. So if you want to criticize. You think those players should be dropped from the team because they're not playing that great. Fine, fair enough. But then it's not just those two players in particular. The whole team hasn't been playing that great when we were going through this bad situation. So in that way, it should be equal all round.
I agree with you. Mr. Collar, you are in the building. We're still here for probably 5 to 6 minutes. It's already 90th minute here, and I don't know how many extra minutes is going to be given here. Go on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, do you guys think, we'll ask you, do you guys think you guys are done spending for this transfer window?
No, we still have a lot of money in the pocket, bro. We are not done yet.
What's the urge to buy now and not wait for the summer?
Well, the problem is we're trying to beat the financial fair players, so we can offer them 10 or 12 or 15 years contract. So we have to buy them now, tie them for those contracts so you can cry even more. And when the law changes, we are already set. So anyways, I think
that Chelsea will go for one big signing in the summer. Not sure who it is, but Chelsea will go for one big signing.
Yeah, we're going to sign João Felix, and probably we go back for Enzo Fernandez if we don't get him in the next coming days. So go on.
Yeah. And about the Mason Mount thing, I'm happy to keep him and Havertz. But if someone offered loads of money for Mason Mount, like Enzo type of money, then I would honestly accept that.
Okay, I respect your opinion. That is your opinion. So yeah, you got your answer here. We still have money, and we're gonna spend it, and there is nothing you can do about it. Is that clear? Are we clear?
How did you guys get bankrupt?
No, we have money in the bank. That's what you don't understand. We just sold the club for 4.7 billion, and we have like 1.7 billion only to spend on building a squad for the next 10 years. So that's why we are going for young people, hungry, the next big stars of tomorrow, and you will see us winning Ballon d'Or from Chelsea. With Mudryk destroying Mbappe, Mudryk destroying Haaland. You will see, man. He's gonna get in the conversation of Ballon d'Or. Just watch.
100%.
Oh, definitely.
He's gonna
how would you guys feel?
Yeah.
Well, I also sorry on Caller's question. I just want to say one thing to you. Big up again to you, mate. I think the reason why we're getting past this whole situation is before Todd Bowley brought us. Roman Abramovich wiped out 1.5 million of debt in the club, so we've got no debt. We're literally debt free at the moment, and that's why we can go and do what we want to go and do in terms of signing these players. And in terms of your question, why we can't wait till the summer, I think the only reason, and I said it, I think the only reason why I think we may not do much business come the next couple of transfer windows. That's why we're trying to get our business done now.
Champions League?
No, bro, it's because we're trying to redevelop Stamford Bridge. That's the next project. Yeah. And I think that's the reason why you will see no money being spent after that. Maybe on the one odd two player, whatever it might be here and there, but it won't be as much as it is now.
100%. Because Chelsea are going for like 21, 22 yards for a reason. We're not going for like 27, 28, 29, 30, like we've done for the last few years. On players like Abramovic, who else?
Yeah, that was some emergency that we had last summer that you can understand. We just needed to get somebody ready there to help us, but it was a mistake, but also you can understand why we went for old players, but we're going to fix it this coming... Yeah.
Well, what's the max capacity Chelsea can fit in their stadium?
Right now?
Like 18,000? Yeah.
No. 18? What are you talking about? 40, 18. I think 40, about 43 or something like that.
Wow, there's that many people that really want to see you guys? Or is that for like mostly for the visitors?
Okay, so
my God.
I got you.
Yeah, he's trolling big time, isn't he?
He's always sold out. He's always sold out.
He is. Big up to him for doing that.
It's always sold out for your information. It's not
for the away fans. Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I respect the enthusiasm, though.
Yeah. That's...
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one news here. Graham Potter actually took Chelsea squad to meet soldiers, the army people, just to try to create some team bonding. So they went camping, greet the military, hear about their stories and all that. So I'm telling you that we're gonna come with another spirit in the when the Premier League is back next week. I'm telling you that we're gonna come back firing, because we went to meet soldiers and all that in the military base somewhere. So telling you, be careful, man. Be careful. We're coming for you. So yeah, hi Mr. Clive. Hi, nice to see you here, brother. We're still here probably for 5 minutes because the game's still going on, and it's already 90 minutes plus 4. So the game is going to end anytime here. And after that, we're going to conclude, say goodbye, and see you later. Anybody that want to bring any topic, this is your time to do it.
Okay, so everyone keeps saying that Chelsea need to sell players like Sterling.
Okay, so the game just ended. Sorry for cutting you off. The game just ended. Manchester City 1, Arsenal 0. Arsenal are out of the FA Cup, and the downfall started.
What a great result. I'm so happy about that.
And then even my brother Chelsea OG say that, bro, Arsenal time here.
Yes!
The downfall time for Arsenal.
Yeah. Caicedo to United, baby. Let's go. He waited for you guys to lose. Let's go.
Come on. So yeah, Arsenal
check
out
right now. Check Fabrizio.
And
right there.
And the master.
William, brother.
The master probably took over, and beat the student. Fabrizio is not saying anything about Caicedo. Talking about Caicedo, about Arsenal offered 60 million, Chelsea offered 55 and stuff like that. There's nothing. You're just trolling.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna conclude the show because
better Wi-Fi, brother.
I've been here for 3 hours. I need to go. Let me go around. Mr. Tanish, anything?
No, I'll go first.
Yeah,
I'll go first. I'll let him speak. I just wanted to say, please, guys, Soccer IQ, you guys are the best. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Big up to you, bro. Big
up. Thank you so much. Take some rest. Mr. Tanish.
Okay, it was a pleasure seeing you after missing out on your last few streams because I needed some fresh air. Peace to you, and I'll see you next Chelsea game.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Big up to you, Thomas. Nice speaking to you, bro.
Nice speaking to you. All right, DJ, conclude the show, man.
Yeah, mate. Listen, thank you as always for having me on your streams. It's a pleasure being here as always. Talking to everyone. It was great to see what's his name come back on the stream. What was his name? The one who just left a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, Michael?
It was great seeing him.
Yeah.
No, the other one. Yeah, it was great seeing him back on the stream. Was he with the Barcelona fan? He's such a cool. The things he comes out with is just hilarious. But yeah, it was great being on the show again with you. Obviously, big up to OG. GSC OG in the comments, by the way. Yeah, listen, mate. Onwards and upwards for Chelsea. I think hopefully I think we're going to get any more signings in. I think you'll see that happen in the next couple of days. Maybe one more I think could come in. But yeah, listen, bro. If you're, I don't know when you're next streaming again. I'll try and jump on again on your next stream. Thanks for having me on. Regards to the family, and you take care of yourself.
Take care, man. Thank you so much. Love and peace to the family. Peace. All right. Peace out. Okay, people, listen. There's no breaking news here in the community. I think we covered pretty much everything. Arsenal lost 1-0 against Manchester City. And the downfall of Arsenal is going to start. But they had a good game. Just the result didn't go their way. Chelsea Football Club just signed somebody called Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto is going to stay at Lyon for the rest of the season. And we're going to get him in summer for pre-season. So good news. But it's only 50% good news because we wanted somebody who can compete with Reece James. But it is what it is. That's what we got right now. The guy must be already... What the heck? I have some alert from the government here. If we are looking for somebody missing here, so we got those kind of alert in the phone all the time. Yeah, so that's what we got in the community, and it is what it is. Thank you everybody for helping. OG, nice to see you, my brother. I think it's time for me to go do something else. Emmanuel said that he's happy that Arsenal are out. That's basically what you mean, right? All right, so Arsenal out of the competition. They are also out of the Carabao Cup, by the way. So no more domestic cups for Arsenal and Chelsea. Now they have to focus on the Europa League, try to win the Europa League or something. And they are very good in the Premier League at the moment. Let's wait and see what's going to happen. All right, people, on your way out, please, 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 one more time, I will repeat this. It doesn't cost you anything. Just one click away and you're going to help the channel a lot. Just one like and put your notification on because things are happening and we have a lot of shows. You know, the transfer deadline, other games, you know, a lot of stuff in this channel, man. What are you doing? If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing, my friend? What are you doing? Gusto Malo to Chelsea Football Club or Malo Gusto. Here we go.